Wow. Wow, 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 wow. So here we go again. You lot knew what was going to happen. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's sad. It's sad that we have to be back here in the same place. You know, I knew that this police officer is going to get found not guilty. I knew it. Because what is a life of a black man in London? They say racism don't exist. I beg to differ. Racism still exists, bro. Don't ever think that like you've beaten it, the system, and you know this is because he's a this and he's a that. Nah, bro. They shot and killed an innocent black man, and I say innocent because he wasn't tried for the crimes that they're saying now. Deep to what they're doing. They're just creating something called bad character. Anyone who's been in court knows what bad character is. This is called bad character. You're trying to make me look like a demon. Well, if I am, then try me in the court of law. That's your job, to bring me to justice, not to shoot me in the head. I didn't know. And you know what's funny, yeah? You don't even want to know what's even more horrible about all of this, yeah? This is what blows my mind, yeah? Is that a lot of black people, and this is why I said black people were our own worst enemies. We will see a black man get shot dead and be like, it's not me. Brother, have you ever been stopped by the feds before? Have you ever just been living a normal, legit life and feds just jumped out on you with guns? I have. Got out of work one day, turned left, I saw the feds in front of me. They pulled up to the side road, waited for me to turn, and then followed me. Then drove up on the side of me, get out there, man! Get out there! Brother, what do you want? Calmly, I got out the car. I don't like you. I'm like, brother, are you all right? The flip? Man wanted to murder me for no reason. Oh, you're speeding. Brother, I couldn't speed because the lights are so close to each other. I couldn't even pick up speed. But they'll say that I was speeding. This is the life of a black man. It means nothing in the UK. As a matter of fact, I heard MP saying, I will not mourn the death of this man. Okay. Now, to all the people out there that are watching all this footage of him doing this and doing that, he was not convicted of anything. Let's just put that out there. You can say that I done something, but I wasn't convicted. So you can say I shot 10 people in the club, lad. Yeah? But there's no evidence of me doing that. The only evidence we do have is of you shooting an unarmed black man. That's what we do have evidence of. Isn't it? Evidence of you murdering a black man's life. Taking a black man's life. Yeah? That's what we do have footage of. That's what we did see. So, whether a man's innocent or not, the police are not here to kill criminals, blood. The police are not here to kill criminals because there's people that do worse things than this guy. I'll give you one of them. Lucy Letby was killing babies in a hospital. When they come to arrest her, they never shot her in the head. She was killing babies. Are we all right? She was killing babies. And let me print out, what color is Lucy Letby? You already know by the name. Lucy Letby was a white woman. So white women can go and kill babies in a hospital. They don't get headshots. But a black man driving a car that was boxed in gets a headshot. Not a leg shot, not a chest shot, not a shoulder shot, not an arm shot, not a hand shot. Headshot. Let's put him under the... And the rest of this UK, you lot are so racist, you're all so racist, that you will say he was a criminal, that's why he deserved it. Who are you to make judgments on who deserves what? Who are you? Oh, when it's a black man that does it, he's allowed. He's allowed to get shot in the head because he was a black man. Yeah. And it's not about race, is it? It's not about race. We've gone past that. It's not a race thing anymore, is it? It's not a race thing. Nah. He just got killed for no reason. That was it. It wasn't a race thing, nah. White guys get shot in the head all the time. Even they're career criminals. White guys who kill people. You know, like that police officer that chopped up that white lady and dismembered their bodies. When they come for him, He's more dangerous than this guy. They never shot him in the head. They never shot him in the head. The white guy that killed, let me just say this. The white guy that killed the white woman, who remembers her? Who remembers that white woman's name? You lot remember that woman? When he picked her up off the street and then he went and killed her. Do you remember him? That police officer. Do you remember that? Can I ask you a question? When did the... Oh, Lee Rigg. What happened there? Wayne Couzens. Wayne Couzens killed the woman. When they came for him, remember, he's a police officer. He's very dangerous. He was taking drugs. This is not his first time. He's abusive to women. When they came for him, they never shot him in the head. Sarah Everhard was killed. They never came for him and shot him in the head. He was trying to evade arrest. They still got him. But when it was an innocent black man, and I say innocent because as much as you lot are saying that he done these crimes, yeah, he never went to trial. He never went to trial. He never got found guilty of any of the crimes that they're saying that he did. And even if he committed every single crime, even if he was in 20 gangs, there is no way you're allowed to shoot a man in the head. There's no way. You're not allowed to shoot innocent people in the head. And the UK, the most of the people that are saying he deserved it are white people. Because as a black man, being stopped and being harassed by the police, you understand that even if you're a civilian, they will still harass you. As a black man in the UK, they will still harass you. I don't care what you lot say. I've been harassed. Listen, oh, you just hold that bomb still. But here's where we go crazy, yeah? Here's where we go crazy. If they can kill Chris Kaba, bro, and get away with it, they can kill anyone and get away with it. Who's next? You might be driving your car that you just bought off some criminals, but you never knew they were criminals. And that car was involved in a shooting. I'm driving that car now because I bought the car legitly with my legit money. I'm driving home, spinning it, yeah, doing my thing. Armed feds jump out. Right, the car's been losing them. Bow, shot in the head. Remember, I'm driving off because I don't know what's going on. I'm driving off because I'm shook. I'm trying to escape because I don't know what's going on. Then I get shot in the head. Before I know it, I'm in heaven, bro. And you lot don't feel no way because you don't care about a black man's life. A black man's life means nothing in the UK. A black man's life means nothing in the UK. It happens all the time to us, bro. It happens all the time to us. I'm black and I'm on the police side. You're not black. You're just saying it. With your 0 followers. You could just say anything. You know what I'm saying? Sickening. But the truth is, the more we give the police the right to kill us, the more they're going to do it. So all you people out there, it might not have been your brother, it might not have been your cousin, but I'm saying to you that you're next. When you get stopped for nothing and they blow your head off, you're done. Just know that you're done because you was on that side of them, man. Yeah? You was on this side of them, man. I'm never with the police. The police are harassers that harass black people. I'm never with the police. Never. Ever in my whole life, you'll never catch me ever be with the police. The police are the most racist, corrupt people. Go to my YouTube. I got millions of videos of them raping women, of them abusing women, of them killing people, of them hiding evidence, of them doing madness to people. You think I ever side with police? You lost your damn mind. Any of you nastiness that say that you've never been through nothing. Some of you lot are nastiness, bruv. I don't care if my man was the biggest criminal in London. Let me tell you something. It still does not give them the right to shoot an unarmed black man in the head. Regardless of whatever you're going to say. It still does not give them the right to shoot an unarmed black man in the head because he's trying to evade the law. How many people get in high-speed chases? They don't get headshots. A headshot, bro. Do you not even understand what a headshot is? And you're a trained, armed police officer. You was going to kill him. He wasn't a threat. He was just trying to drive off. That's what criminals do. If you know he's a criminal. Then they're saying, oh, my man's part of 6-7, man's part of 8-3, man's part of 150, man's part of True City, man's part of 6 Siggy. Okay, what does that mean? He was raised in an impoverished area. So what does that mean? I'm allowed to kill someone who's in a gang and comes from an impoverished area that was doing crime against criminals. He weren't killing civilians. Or he weren't onto civilians. He was onto people that was onto him. And just some backstory, because you lot don't know nothing. Because I know a lot of you people, you think you know anything. Yeah? Let me just say something, yeah? The youth that he allegedly burst in the club, stabbed him in the belly. So what are you lot talking about? The guy that got bun wasn't even a civilian. He was a gangster. He bored him in the belly. Allegedly. I don't know the full ins and outs. I ain't from the streets. I don't know nothing. But from what I heard, they stabbed him in the belly, and that's the reason why he bun my man in the club. So if he got him in the club, it is what it is. Yeah? It is what it is. That's a criminal thing over there. But if you lot as feds know I've done this, why don't you come and arrest me for that? Take me to prison, try me in court, and then we go down. That's it, done. You bursting me in my head don't live by nothing. Now, everyone's going to say you live by the gun, you die by the gun. No, it doesn't work like that, bro. It doesn't work like that. Remember, the police are here to do a job, yeah? They're here to serve the citizens of the UK. As an outstanding citizen of the UK, you bring me to prison and you try me in court. You don't bun me in my head, bruv. You haven't got the authority to do that. But listen to how the UK is. Bro, the police that killed Mark Duggan, free. The man that killed Chris Kaba, free. The other police officer that killed the black boy in the shop, you lot forgot this. There was a black boy in East London. You lot forgot this. I ain't forgot. They held the boy down and they choked him in the shop in East London, killed him, free. You lot forgot about that black boy that was in the shop and they choked him out and we all saw it on video. They were choking him to death and he died. Free. The police are allowed to kill at will. But all of these people have one similar thing in common. Black. One thing in common, black. So we have to start making some distinctions right here. Like what's actually going on in the UK. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, it's crazy what we, like, and even reading the comments makes me sick. Like, you lot make me sick. Because if this was your brother, if this is your nephew or your son, he could be the worst person in the world. Send him to prison. That's why we made prisons. We made a law system so somebody's not guilty, innocent until proven guilty. So you lot are saying he's done something, but he hasn't been found guilty of it. He himself hasn't been found guilty because they put a bullet through his head. So, truth be told, we don't know if it's true or not. They can say whatever they want. He had a mask on. I didn't see who it was. Did you see the person's face that was doing it? I didn't see it. You can say it was him, but I didn't see it. Because there was no due process to do that. So for them to release that, they only released that because they wanted bad rep on him. Why? Because they didn't want riots. You lot don't get the game, bro. You lot think the game's... They wanted the black man to look demonized. They're talking about stuff he done when he was 13. Blood, I done bad stuff when I was 13. Were you going to hold me account to it today? Makes no sense. Oh, when he was 13 years old, he committed a crime. He went to jail for an imitation firearm. Maybe he was making mistakes. We don't know. But you can't tell me that I done something 20 years ago, you're gonna bring it up. Like, yeah, 20 years ago, Mr. Adnan was involved in. So what? I'm a different person. So, yeah, man. Shout out to all the. You know what? To all my brothers out there, please be careful. When the police stop you, I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. Because you stop, you get shot. You try to drive off, you get shot. Brother, you're just gonna dead. Every time the police do these stops, they kill the man. You think these are the only two people, Chris Kaba and Mark Duggan? There's bare man that's been shot. Some survived and some haven't. You just never know with the police, bro. I stopped and they still flipping through me all over the place. I got the video recordings right now on my phone of them. Bro, I just came out of work. They said, where you coming from? Have you got anything on you that you shouldn't? I told them I just got out of work. Have you ever been arrested for? I just come out of work. I'm a civilian, bro. Well, why haven't you got this on your car? Why are your tints like this? Yeah, I'm going to give you a fine. What? Do you think you're bad? I'm going to make sure I'll take your car now. Are you all right, mate? Brother, I'm just trying to get home. You're driving too fast. Brother, I'm driving. I just want to get home. Why are you following me? And you know what, yeah? And this is not the first time Fed's done this to me. Fed's done this to me a few years ago. They said they stopped him. You know why? Your insurance is not registered to this area. What the hell does that mean, bro? My insurance... I work here. I live somewhere else. Are you all right, mate? Are you actually all right? How can you tell me I got stopped in Orpington? I live in Tulsa. How the hell is my insurance going to be in Orpington? Are you all right, mate? Are you tapped? I got video evidence. Man start searching my car. What have you got in the boxes? They're trainers. They're trainer boxes. What are you asking me? I'm not a criminal. I have no criminal stuff about me, bro. I'm a legit man. I sell trainers. What do you want from me? Man searching in my boxes of trainers. What? They couldn't see a black man in a Golf. It hurt their soul to see a black man in a Golf. It wasn't even a big boy whip. It was a Golf. It wasn't even like I wasn't even in like a Mercedes or a BMW. I was in a Golf. A sexy Golf, but a Golf. You see where I'm going? So I just feel like people will say racism isn't as bad as it was 10 years ago, but let's be honest, man. Let's be honest. We're not safe out here, bro. We're not safe in this country. We're not safe in this country. We're not safe. Have I seen all the NPCs of the system in your system? What's NPCs? Have you ever thought it's about your attitude? So your attitude can get you stopped by the police and harassed. But how can you know if I got attitude if I'm driving my car, minding my business? What? I've never been stopped. Brother, whatever, Dan. And you know what the funny thing is, yeah? Let me just put this out there to you lot. Let me put this out there to you lot. Let me put this out there to you lot. And this is a shocking fact that a lot of you lot don't know. Being stopped as a black man has become such a norm that most black men are ready for the harassment they're going to receive as soon as they get stopped. I don't blame him for driving off from the police. That's just me. I don't blame them. Because every time I've been stopped, I've been harassed. One day the Fed said they was following me for 2 miles and I was riding fast on my motorbike. I jumped off the bike. They said, who's the bike registered to? I gave them all the information. They left me alone. Yeah, yeah, cool. It's not stolen. Cool, not problem. And they just left me. No, no problem. Just left me. Cool. Why did I get stopped? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? How many lives has Chris Kaba ruined? You tell me. I don't know. You tell me who he's done something to. Tell me. You know, you people know this man you lot know him incredibly, yeah? So tell me, what's he done to people? What's he done to someone? What did he do to people? Only what the media has made him seem like he's done. You see, if we try him in the court of law, and like I said, allegedly, I'm not saying this is what I'm saying this is what I'm saying. The youth that allegedly that he done whatever to in the club, he stabbed him in the belly. So what? Is there no justice then? Like, come on, man. You lot are not even, you don't know what you're talking about. The streets is the streets. Leave the streets alone. We're talking about a policeman shooting an unarmed black man in a car. That's what we're talking about. Now, regardless if he was a criminal or not, he was shot unarmed. He never had a gun at the time he was shot. He never posed a threat. He never pointed a gun. He got shot in his head for trying to evade the police in a car. Deep what I'm saying to you. I'm trying to escape because I'm scared. And I get shot in the head. I wake up. It's not even a wake up thing. So, are you lot are saying he wasn't scared? I'm telling you, as a black man, when the police are onto you, you are a little bit scared. You could be the toughest guy in the world. You're going to be scared. So, you lot can sit here and make it seem as if like, and you know what, yeah? To all the people that don't see the madness to what's happened, yeah? You're part of the problem. You see, what I've realized is that black people don't stick with black people. See, every other community, if there was Asian people and I was an Asian kid, Asians would have went mad. If that was the white community, white people would have went mad. Just like they went mad when they said that the guy that killed them little girls in Liverpool, R.I.P., yeah, they said it was a Muslim. They all went crazy on Muslims. Bare racist attacks on Muslims. But it wasn't even a Muslim youth. It was a flipping Christian youth that was born in Wales. Like, but they were going mad. All black people can get it. All Muslims can get it. But we say that we're not in a racist country. Racist country. So my thing is this. Yeah. Let me put this out there to you. If it was a little white boy that got shot in the head, riots up and down the country. Asian kid, riots up and down the country. Black man from South London, we don't care. He was a gangster. He was in a gang. Yeah, he used to rap drill. So what? That's still not a. That is still not a reason to kill him. Still not a reason. Bro, let me put this out to you. Yeah? One of the biggest gangsters in the world never got killed by police. Why? Because they bring them to justice. If you are a criminal, they bring you to justice. What's his name? El Chapo. El Chapo. El Chapo. Yeah. You don't get more gangster than El Chapo. They still brought him to law. So if my man was really as bad as the police say he was, bring him to the law. Bring him, make him face the law. Because that's how the country runs. We make criminals face the law. We don't shoot them in the head. And then other white MPs were saying, I'm not gonna mourn his death. I'm happy that he's off the streets. What? If they could say that if he was hurting civilians, but the people that allegedly he was targeting, if he was in a gang, was other gang members. Do you lot not get it? He wasn't hurting civilians. That's like someone shooting me and I'm shooting them back. And then you lot are telling me I'm a criminal. How am I a criminal? If he hurt innocent people, then yes, I'll say, yeah, he's a madman. He didn't touch, not one innocent person could come forward and say, yeah, well, I was innocent, man. The youth that like I said, I'll say this again so that you lot know the truth. Yeah, because we know people. We're really outside. Like, we know everything. Yeah. The youth that he allegedly bun in the club, he stabbed him in the belly. He wasn't innocent either. He weren't innocent. None of these people, when you hear these little kids dying, yeah, like when they're dying because they're on the streets, not by police officers that are meant to uphold the law. See, I think what a lot of us misunderstand is two things, yeah? If I'm in the streets, if the ops would have got him down, it wouldn't be a conversation today. It wouldn't be a conversation. Do you know why? Because he lived that life, he died that life. I understand it. But you see, when a police officer, somebody who's meant to be protecting us, and he goes and kills innocent, and I say innocent because he was unarmed. Whether your ruling of innocence is the same as his, he never got tried in court, he never went down. It doesn't matter if he had criminal record, that doesn't make you a criminal. Having a criminal record doesn't make you a criminal. Let's put that out there to you. There's lots of people, flipping Richard Branson had a criminal record, bro. He's the flipping CEO of Virgin. So just talk sense sometimes. You know what I'm saying? People love Tupac, bro. He was a criminal. You know what I'm saying? People love Mike Tyson. He was a criminal. Like, don't try and conflate two issues here. The issue here is that he was driving a car. He got pulled. Police were tracking him down, and then they shot him in the head and killed him. And then tried to justify it now by saying that he was a criminal. I don't look for sympathy from the same people that were enslaved us for all these years and still think that we're lower class than them and that our lives don't matter. I don't expect sympathy from you. I know you don't give a damn. I know that you lot are happy. But you know what's funny, yeah? All you guys that say he's a criminal, you're the real criminals. Wasn't you just rioting and smashing and burning things? You're flipping criminals. The majority of you was rising up and causing mayhem in different cities. You're the real flipping criminals. Don't talk about criminals. You lot are the real flipping criminals. Going out there and smashing and doing crazy stuff on the roads. You're flipping mad guys, bro. Holy goes, let's fight French. You know what I'm saying? You're the real criminals. You're the real criminals. Now you talk about he's a criminal. You are the real criminals. Smashing up your country because you're mad about something. That's not even true. All the information you got was wrong. So, you don't even understand the streets. Being in a gang don't make you a gangster, bro. Let's put it out there. Sometimes people are in gang for protection. You lot don't even know nothing, bro. Sometimes you just come from an area and that's it. You're involved because youths from that area have come to the other area and stabbed you up. Now you're involved. Now you got to protect yourself. Whatever that looks like to you, looks like to you. What protection looks like to me is different to what protection looks like to you. You come from certain impoverished areas, yeah, where there's no hope for you, and you should every day come into that area trying to harm you. You might have to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Man said, I beg you, log off. You're holding a block button. You think you could talk to me like that on my live? You weren't mad. You weren't mad. Hold that. Hold that. can't even look, little kids on my live talking about headshot. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Was he in a stolen car? No, it wasn't a stolen car. The car wasn't stolen. How about that? You lot really want anything to say that, innit? Bro, you need a mod. I really do, you know, royalty. I really do need... My mod's here, my mod's here, my mod's here. Mod's here now. He used his car as a weapon. So, all right, cool. So does that mean everyone who evades the law deserves a headshot? Everyone who evades the law deserves a headshot. This is crazy, man. I can't even take you people serious, man. You know, condolences to his family because they lost their son to a police officer. If the streets would have took him, then, as like I said, fair dues to him, innit? Because if you're living that life, you know what comes with it. But the feds ain't meant to be... Because that means that feds are taking hits on people. Feds are doing hits. That's crazy. It sounds mad. Feds are doing hits for the ops. Feds are doing hits for the ops. Do you know how crazy this sounds? Feds are doing hits for the ops, bro. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. What's this guy got to do? Fix my box.
Hello.
What's going on, Dougie?
Yeah, I always find it a little bit disturbing when I don't know how to describe.
Go on, just say it. Don't worry, it's not going to sound
The
racist.
police
Don't
aren't
worry.
judge, jury, and executioner.
Mm.
That's it. There's a process in this country that wasn't followed.
But why wasn't it followed? This is why I'm saying to you, Dougie. What made it not be followed, Dougie?
I think it's more to do with just, I don't know if it's blatant discrimination or it was. The more I watched it, and it was like the more he had his hand up and
straight
defense.
My man's the gatherers are hitting shots, yeah, for the ops, like my man just said 5 seconds ago.
You know, okay, regardless of whatever crime you committed before, doesn't mean to say that the police have a carte blanche on taking the law, the ultimate law, into their own hands. That is not in their brief.
Yeah, but I think the point is that we're making that they do, and they shouldn't be doing it. Do you understand?
Tell him, bro. Tell him.
Yeah, exactly. They're in a position. I mean, it's like when you send your children to school, they're in loco parentis. The teachers and everything, they have to look after. Now,
yeah, but they do. But there's always going to be a minority where there's going to be people that abuse their power. Do you get it?
Yeah. Oh, very much so. Trust
and
me.
That's I think that's.
But this narrative they're spinning that he's this biggest criminal, the London's greatest gangster, blah blah blah, and I'm like, all right, if you knew this about the person, how come you never took him off the streets?
Yeah, but bro, do you know what it is? It's the media, man. Listen, obviously what's happened now. So what they're going to do now is try and do everything in their power and use the media to make themselves look like they're going to justify their actions. Do you understand? That's all it is.
I mean, that's what I've always. I spoke to my son about it as well, and he said, no, the police do not have that right to make that decision. You know, over a life. It's a life. It doesn't matter what somebody else. If he's done something before, that's not that policeman's decision to decide to take a life.
1 second, Dougie. At the end of the day, that's what armed police are there to protect the public. But at the same time, I don't know the 100% story, but my belief is this guy was in a car, was he not?
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. So he was trying to get away from the situation. It's like anything, bro. I'll be honest with you. If a man come into my house now and he was, listen, at the end of the day, yeah, he's broken into my house. But if I chef him as he's running away, I'm the one that's going to be accountable for that because he's trying to leave the situation. You understand?
Yeah.
What I actually saw was, what if he's just walking out of a house with his hands up? It looked like they unalived him regardless.
Yeah.
You
That
know
was
they,
it.
they did it
That was it.
because, listen, I'm a white male myself, but the police are racist, bro. They did it because my man was thinking, right, hang on. Like, yeah.
Listen, my man had like 6 guns pointed at his face, man.
At the end of the day, what they did was, I think they
used.
used him being in the car as an excuse to say, look, well, hang on a minute, that could be a weapon. So they used that as an excuse, and then now obviously they're going to portray it in the media that he's a gunman and this and that.
As far as I'm concerned, and I've always known this, I'm 58 years old, that the police are there to take people into custody, so then they are judged by the law, not a bullet.
The thing is, if you've ever watched those programs where, you know, police camera action, whatever, and you see them all like, you know, pinning a car in a similar situation, you don't see police coming shooting people. There's worse situations than that, where people are driving and putting lots of people's lives at risk.
That's
Do you know what?
because police don't regularly carry guns.
That person.
Police do not regularly carry
It's
guns.
just-
I'll be so honest with you, yeah? With regards to this actually crazy you mention it. I shouldn't confess my sins, but I was involved in something very similar a couple of weeks ago, where police tried ramming my vehicle when I took away, but they didn't shoot at me. Because you know why that is? Because they didn't see me as a because I didn't have guns. They didn't see me as a gun threat. But yet, police do things. They take the law into their own hands. Do you understand? They do what they. It's fucked.
Do you reckon we should look at what the job of a policeman actually does? Is to apprehend criminals, to put them in a situation where the law then judges, not for the law to be then. There's no point in the law then, is there?
Thank you.
I agree with you, Doug.
Do you know what?
The thing
The
is,
police came out ready to shoot this guy, otherwise they wouldn't have had guns with them at the time. They were knowingly going to arrest this guy and they carried guns with them. He shouldn't have been shot because everybody deserves their day in court, where people in the comments keep saying that he shot someone else, but if he did, then he should have gone to court and gone to jail for it. He didn't deserve to get shot for it.
That's the thing, Andrea. They've come out with all these things now about him after they've killed him. And, you know, we don't know what he's done and what he hasn't done. And regardless of what he's done, he has every right to be treated with respect and dignity, even if he is a criminal.
Racism.
We don't know that, you know, and at the end of the day, he should have been taken into custody and had a fair trial if they are accusing him of something.
But what did the facts say? Why did they say that he was shot?
I'm super sad though, and I tell you why I'm super sad. I'm super sad on the fact that, you know, he's dead, and they've released all this bad stuff to like destroy his legacy. You know what I'm saying? They could have, you know, the police officer got found not guilty. Done. You know what I'm saying?
But
they released the video footage,
is it?
which they don't usually do. They don't usually release stuff like that until like the court case is all sorted and whatever. But they released that footage, and it's like they're saying that's him. Where I can't see it's actually him. How can you lot tell me anyone on this live can say it was him that shot that person in the club? Not one of us can say it was him. They're just saying that's him.
It doesn't matter whether it was him or not. If it was him, it still should have been taken into custody, not shot.
But I don't understand.
What he did previously does not matter. That doesn't mean you just shoot someone because you think they did something.
Yeah, that's like saying that's not how it works. It's not like you do a crime today and then 2 weeks later the police are gonna come gun you down for it. That's not how it works.
Can I ask a question?
You go on.
Okay. Let me just give you another example. You know the police with these moped kids, yeah? The police started running over these kids on the mopeds and knocking them off their bikes, yeah? No,
Bro, ring
no
my
one
phone
said
now. If
anything
not,
about
I'll
that.
do one, bro. I'll ring you in a minute. I'll ring you. Bro, I'm busy, bro.
Someone has been stopped by
Bro,
the
leave it then.
police,
Don't worry about
armed
it.
police. He's been instructed to stop the car. He's blocked in. He reverses forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards. What are the police supposed to do? Just for the argument's sake.
Do you know what? When you
Smash the,
see them
do what
dash
they do usually.
cameras of the
Smash the
police
windows out,
footage,
smash the windows out, and drag him out the car. That's what police are aggressive.
yeah, exactly. You see a lot of dash cam footage of
There's so
people
many
in
different
cars
ways.
trying to get away, and they ram the police cars. They don't get shot.
But I'm
Smash the
sorry. But I'm sorry.
Have you ever seen the police run up to the car? They smash your windows out and they drag you out the
Drag
car.
you out, yeah.
And it looks very horrid,
did you
but
see?
they do
But
it.
did you see? He was in a
No,
side
because they
road.
got
There was
no,
cars on
because,
either
bro,
side.
he's a threat. He was a threat from before, bro. He was a threat from before.
Couldn't they have like?
Because the
couldn't they
car
have
was
just put
known
him
for
in his
wax.
leg or
Listen,
somewhere
listen,
else?
listen.
They
Look,
unalived
the car
him.
was
They
known for
intentionally
wax.
unalived him.
But I think you're forgetting the car was associated with
Do
a
you get it? The
crime.
day
It
before,
was
the car was known for
associated.
wax, bro.
It
It
was
doesn't.
associated
So
Wait,
the
wait.
with
Jakes
Stop,
a
stop,
already
stop, stop.
crime.
know.
Being
The Jakes
associated with a
already
crime
know.
and being charged with a crime are two different things.
No,
I
they
think.
don't know.
but just
They
Hey,
don't.
wait, Kat,
But
wait,
if you're
one
in that
second, one
car,
second, Kat,
then
because
that's
I'm going to
you,
give you a
bro.
story, and this is what I said. As being a black man in South London is very dangerous for you.
Yeah, the man
that
that lined him up, bro.
I
The
bought
man
a
that
car.
show
The
him.
car that
But
I
I
bought
also-
had a
but-
marker on it for 5 years. I didn't know that.
But
I
I
got the
know
car for
people
dirt cheap.
that are
When
not
I'm
of your-
driving,
can I-
no cat, listen to me, because I could have been Chris Kaba. How about that?
But I
The
also
armed
know
feds
someone
pulled
not.
up in
Can
front
I,
of my
can I
car,
talk?
jumped
Can I
out with
answer?
guns to my
Can I
face.
answer?
If the police
The
come to
thing
you
is,
and say
Kat,
stop,
I
Can I
didn't
answer?
care
No,
at that
no, that's
moment.
flagged.
I didn't
That's
care.
flagged.
I
That
got
got
scared.
flagged.
I'd escape.
But can I
Straight,
answer?
because I was
I
scared.
know someone.
I
I know
was scared.
someone. But I
I
know
was scared.
someone.
When you
but can
see
I
police
answer?
jump out with guns, you're not thinking, oh, let me just get out
But
and
can
put my
I
hands up.
answer?
You're thinking they're gonna kill you, bro.
But can I answer?
Nah,
I know
bro.
someone-
Bro,
I know
every
someone-
roadman's instinct is, bro, if you're not, do you get it? Just
But can I
just
answer?
freeze
I'm
and
trying to
stay
get
Can I
away. I
answer?
don't want to die because
Listen,
they're putting
But can
every
I
guns
answer?
on
roadman's
me. I'm
freeze,
gonna die.
bro. All of this,
if the
oh,
police
my
Can
man,
I answer?
my
Can I
man bugged
answer?
down, you put the
Police,
foot down.
you
That's
freeze.
nonsense.
Okay, can I
There's no
answer?
way. What are you on about, bro?
Can you
I
let
know
Kat talk, please?
I know someone not of your colour who is white and has charges of the same nature, who every time the police stop him, either it's a speeding, whichever kind of necessity, will
Yeah, right,
always
Kat.
be stopped. I do. I completely do.
believe you.
I've got no reason to lie on this.
You
Who
do
will
have a reason to
always
lie
be
because
stopped, who will always-
you're trying to establish an argument, so you do have a
No,
reason to lie.
who
So
will
you are
always
lying
be-
by saying you don't have a reason to lie.
But okay,
That's a lie in itself.
let her
will
finish, let her
always be
finish.
stopped by armed police because of his previous charges, no matter what incident. So, because of that, he knows that he has to stop, right? If he didn't stop and he's ramming police on top of that, they do not know what reason he's trying to get away for. Hence, it looks to them like he's got something else on him. To me, he looks
Bro,
even more
they're
of a
not
danger.
othering him.
He's
They
then
did not
ramming
other
one.
him.
And
Yo,
2 days
bro,
before,
she
he
came
was known to
somewhere
have
else.
one.
Bro,
Have
listen,
you
listen,
ever
bro,
been
let me tell you
stopped
what
by
it
the
is.
police?
They weren't
Have
othering
Me,
him.
no, I've
They
never
were
been stopped.
they were
No, I've
onto the
never been
car.
stopped.
The
No,
car
Toby, you
was
haven't
involved
been
in the
stopped. So if
shooting,
anyone's
bro.
ever been stopped
The
by the
Jakes
police,
were
which
they
I
were on
have
their
been
toes
stopped by the
from
police,
when they
they are
saw the
very
car, bro.
aggressive,
I don't know what
regardless
this
of
girl's
what you've
talking
done.
about, bro.
Yeah, I can imagine they are. Like I say, I know.
For a start, I'm not black,
I'm
but I am a
sorry,
person
but
of
yo,
colour.
excuse me.
And
The
but
lady,
the
I
way
beg
they
you, like, I
stopped
don't
me
know.
when I was in my
Bro,
Mate, I
know
think
what
you
you're
need to start
talking
letting
about,
people
bro.
talk, bro, because
No,
you're talking over
let me
everyone
just
trying to
speak.
prove
Can
a
I
point.
just, yeah, sorry, can I just speak? I've been stopped twice. I've been stopped twice as a person of colour, and I think if I wasn't of a person of colour, I'm of Arab background, I don't think I would have been stopped once. I was stopped because they thought I was drunk. I wasn't drunk, and they arrested me and took me to the police station, and I wasn't drunk. They had no reason to do it, and they took my car from me at that point. Second time, because I bought a brand new car, and they chased me from after I'd finished work to my mum's home, and they chased me in an unmarked car, and they scared the life out of me. So when I look at what's happened to this poor young man, I absolutely fled. I raced and went to my mum's house and rang my mum and said, somebody's chasing after me. Whether it was the police or not, I was scared for my life. And when they came out of their cars, they tried to smash my window, and they were aggressive towards me. And I had done
Bro, they
absolutely
never
nothing
tried
wrong. And what
stopping
they
him
said
because
was
of
my car
because of
was
him,
not
bro. They
registered
stopped
to my
because of the
address.
car.
I hadn't even got to my address, and I just bought that car that day. I just bought it that day. My documents hadn't even gone to DVLA.
What are
They had
you
no
talking
right
about?
to do what they did, but
Bro,
they
what
did
is he
it
talking
because
about?
I'm a
Honestly.
brown person. That's
Right,
what
so
I
your
think.
anecdote, no, so your
No,
anecdote.
but I also think if
so
you think about him, he probably was in a panic. When I saw him in that car, I remembered myself on those two occasions when I'd done nothing wrong
wrong, in a panic,
and I could have easily been unalive. Anything could have happened to me. I was at serious risk by those police.
Right, so
and I'd
your
done nothing
anecdote there,
wrong.
no, so listen, right, so your little story there, right, you're not even sure if it was the police that was chasing you. You've got an unmarked car
The police, because it
racing
was
after
unmarked
you.
car. The second time was unmarked, but the way they came out and they tried to smash my windows because they believed
Right, so
my
did they
car
identify them
had
as
been
police officers?
stolen because it wasn't registered to my address. They didn't know my address when they first started following me.
So you weren't
What's
sure
the
it was the
point
police
that's
at
being
all?
made there, though?
Look, this is not about we're not making her judge and jury of everything. We're saying in general, yeah, and I think you lot have missed the point that she made. You're trying to see poke holes into her story, but you're forgetting what she's trying to say. That in a situation where people are pointing guns at your head, you're going to try and get away. He was boxed in, he's not getting anywhere, and the truth is they could have done it any other way. The police have many different ways to stop you if you're trying to drive away. There's
He
many
didn't
different
have
ways.
guns pointing at
They
his head
do not
originally.
need to
He was
shoot
just
you
had
in
the
the
police
head.
car.
Now,
He
let
just
me
had a
ask you,
police
Kat, let me
car.
ask you a question. Do you think it was correct for them to shoot him in his head? Do you think that it was like London's a safer place without him on the streets?
Yeah, he shot somebody originally,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also,
So where's the proof?
can I-
Where's the proof that he shot someone? Where's the proof?
but
Well,
also,
the thing
hang on.
I
No,
know
Kat, where's the proof that he shot someone? Where's the proof?
The CCTV footage, but also,
So you can identify that's him in that video.
Am I allowed to answer?
Yeah, so that's proof. That's proof that he done it. Yeah.
So how do you explain the gun residue found on his clothes?
Yeah, and can
I don't know. I don't know
can
about no
finish
gun residue.
talking?
That could have been the
also-
police said gun residue. I don't know about that.
Oh, so no. So listen, bro. Right, listen, right. So
no one
I
no
agree
one
with some of
can
the
come
points
out
you're
of it.
making.
Because
Can I please
technically,
answer?
wait, stop.
Can I
No
please
one can
The
answer?
clothes.
come out
Wait,
of it with a
stop.
credible
Hey,
argument.
heads. You made a mistake there. Let me tell you where you
But
made a
also,
mistake.
can I answer though? 'Cause
One
you asked me a
second.
question and not
Head
letting
said
me
something.
answer.
Head said something. He said the gun residue on the clothes. Yeah. Now let me put something out there to you. How can it be gun residue on the clothes if he was in different clothes on the night that he done the shooting?
So they would have collected his clothes from his.
Collected his clothes from where?
So we've got to trial now. So there's been
What
a
trial?
long
He's
time
dead.
period. No, the
Yeah,
police have been on
Sarkhan's dead,
trial.
bro.
The policeman's been on trial. So there's
Yeah, but
been
I'm
a
saying,
whole
where did
load
they
of
collect the
between
clothes for
now
the gun
and-
residue?
So
Yeah,
do you
Sarkhan's
think they
dead.
haven't searched his apartment? You
Yeah,
think
but
They
there
didn't
would have
search
been
his
a whole-
they
apartment.
would have
How
only
can you kill
known
me
this
and search my
information
apartment?
after the fact.
Okay.
They would have only
Yeah,
known
but-
this information after the fact.
When did they search his apartment? After they killed him?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
I
think they
don't-
wouldn't
to be
search
fair,
for
I
the
don't know what
original
Kat's talking
thing?
about.
When did
I don't know
so
what Kat's
wait?
talking about.
So Kat, if I died today, police are gonna search my apartment.
Because of another crime, yes. If they're also going to... What, you think they're just going to forget about the shooting that you've already previously done? They're just not going to
But I
let
never
that
got
go, are
convicted
they?
of it, so you can't do anything.
No, but
If
they
I'm
still
dead, you
need
can't.
to find out. But they
Wait, stop,
still
Kat,
need to find out.
One second. You're not speaking coherently right now. If someone's dead, you can't be tried for that crime, so there's no need to search the house.
But they would still need to make sure who else was... If you and whoever else was
So when did they
coerced
say they
into
searched
that-
the house? When did they say that?
Well, I don't know, and you don't know.
So yeah, but you're making assumptions though. You're the one making these
But I'm assuming...
assumptions.
No, wasn't the one that said there was residue on his clothes.
You're making,
No, it's a well-known fact that was residue on the clothes. So the clothes he was wearing.
Wait, hold on, wait.
Everybody
Ask Kat a
here
question.
is
Kat,
making
did
an
you see
assumption.
Chris Kaba shoot someone? Did you see him do it? Yes or no?
Nobody... Did you see him get run over? Did you see that?
Yeah,
we didn't
see him get run over. We saw him get shot in the head.
No. So, exactly, no. But you've seen the same footage that we've seen the same footage on the
Did you
CCTV.
see Chris Kaba shoot anyone, miss?
On CCTV footage.
Kat, you're very dangerous,
Kat,
Kat, because you say that you saw something happen and never happened. Kat, again, if he's not tried in the court of law, the saying is innocent until proven.
Guilty. And hang on.
So where is he
you just
guilty?
So hang on. The
In his own
officer has
music,
been proven
to be
innocent. The
fair.
officer has
So
been
what
proven
about
innocent.
music? Bro,
In his own
I can make
music,
a
he
drill
says
song saying that I
himself, bro.
stepped up two people
Yeah, but
last
there's
night.
a
I was in
difference
my
between
bed.
between you, bro.
Hang on.
I'm a liar.
You're gonna be playing Rare Talks TikTok. His name is H67. There's a difference between you and him, bro. A big difference.
So
The
hang
thing
on.
is, I knew
Bro,
him.
I'm saying to you, I can make a song tomorrow talking about
Yeah, you can
20
make
man.
a song, but the difference is, are you going to be posted on a block in Brixton Hill around your gang members with them
But what's
also
that
rapping
got to
about
do
what
with
they
shooting
did?
me in the head?
What has to do? Because, bro, he done what he was talking about, bro. He done it. I knew my man. You're laughing, but the thing is, I'm the only person in this
Brother,
lineup that
I'm
knew
saying
him.
to you, you can't say he's done anything because you wasn't there.
I wasn't there.
I'm
So
gonna
what? I
get
wasn't
off
You
there.
wasn't
but bro,
there. I
Bro,
can't
anybody
say
that
I
lives in
done something if I
Brixton
wasn't
and
there,
that knows
bro.
anybody can
Hans,
tell
can I
you,
I'm
have
bro.
saying to you, you're basing that off the fact that he comes from a certain area and there's gangs in
From
the
a certain
area.
area, he lived down the road from me. You're saying certain area like I
Bro,
don't know the area.
you don't come from SW2. You're not from SW2.
Bro, I'm from Bricky, bro. Are you dumb? I'm from A-Town.
Oh, so if you're from
Like,
A-Town, you're his ops.
man said op. Am I op? I'm not A-Town myself. I said I'm from A-Town. People like
So
you
what are
need
you
to start
talking about?
listening.
The A-Town's beefing them, man. So what are you talking
Yeah,
about?
beefing them, man. He's
So
not
that
beefing
means
me.
that
I'm not beefing
you're
him.
on
I'm
their
not
side. So
beefing
everything
them.
you're gonna say is biased.
What do you
But
mean biased, bro?
I've got
Everything
a
you
Biased
say
like
is
question
on
for
people.
bias
you.
because
Like, no, are you
that's his
stupid?
ops.
Are you
You're
stupid,
missing the
bro?
point.
Are you
All of you are
stupid?
missing the point.
I'm
You're
not
missing the
A-Town to be
point.
biased
So why are
against
you
him,
saying you're
bro.
from A-Town? You say I'm from Brixton. You're saying I'm from A-Town. You're
Because
saying you're
I'm
from
from
A-Town.
A-Town, but I'm
You
not
didn't say I'm
biased
from
to be against
Brixton.
the
You said I'm from
Brixton.
A-Town. You're claiming a gang, bro.
You're
Bro, what do you
missing
mean
the
claiming a gang? I said I'm
point.
from
You
there.
just said I'm from A-Town. It's like me
Bro, I
said
want
I'm
everyone
from
in this live
6-7,
to
bro.
listen.
That's
The
saying
estate
Brixton
is
Hill, but
literally called
what are you talking
Angeltown
about?
Estate. It's literally called
I'm from New
Angeltown
Park
Estate.
Road. What?
It's called
Can I just
Angeltown
say
Estate.
something and then I'm
No,
gonna
you're
go and
You're
right.
let someone
missing the
else in the
bloody
box?
point.
It's literally called Angeltown Estate, bro. What?
Bro,
You're
the difference to
missing
say
the.
I'm from Angeltown Estate
Yeah, but
and say
I'm
I'm from
literally from
A-Town.
Angeltown Estate,
Anyone
bro.
who calls A-Town knows why it's called A-Town.
Because it's from A.
It's
Because
just
I'm
like
from
someone
Bricky,
saying
bro.
I'm from
No,
up
anybody
top.
that's from A-Town calls A-Town A-Town, bro. Are you
Anyway,
alright?
I'm done with you. I'm done with you. You're
It's the
you're
same way
from
if I'm
you're
from
from the other
Loughborough. I call
side
Loughborough
compared
LJ.
to him. So you say anything. It doesn't
No,
matter.
I won't. I
Yeah,
actually
cool.
respected
No
him. I
problem.
respect him.
Take
He's a
care.
nice guy.
Have a nice day. You're one of his ops. I don't want you on my
Right.
live.
Can, I'm gonna. I'm
Can
You're
I
gonna
just
see
say
biased.
what's
something
You're
gonna
before I
biased.
go,
happen.
I'd
please?
rather have Kate.
Dave,
That's a civilian and doesn't really know a lot. Yeah.
Let me just say
can I
something
just
before I go.
can I just have a very very
Whether
quick
or not
question
he
before
was
I
a
go?
criminal to begin with, that doesn't matter. They should just ignore the fact. The fact is, at the point of time when they stopped him, there was no need to shoot him. The only reason to shoot someone is if they were pointing a gun at you. He didn't do that.
Exactly,
So
Andrea.
there were
The police
plenty
are
of
not
other
judge,
criminals
jury, and
that
executioner.
there was
Can
plenty
I
of
just
They
other
say
can't
criminals in the
be
past
that.
that have unalived plenty of people and they were still alive. They'd done their time in jail for
completely
it. There's no
agree,
need to
but
shoot someone for that.
completely agree, but also terrorist attacks, when they're done with a car. A car is seen as a weapon. So if you're aiming your car at a
Terrorist
policeman
attacks,
and you're
bro.
ramming a
The biggest
policeman,
terrorist
no,
right
no,
now is Israel. What are you talking about?
when you're ramming a car
Come
at a
on, man. What are you
policeman,
talking about,
but
sis?
when you're ramming a car at a policeman who's aiming a gun at you, what are you expecting to happen? What are you
I can't believe
expecting?
what she just said. Hey,
No,
Kate, are you
he
listening to
wasn't a
yourself?
terrorist, and there's plenty
No,
of
I
people
didn't
that
say
have
he was
rammed
a
the car.
terrorist. I'm not saying he's a terrorist. I'm saying
Yeah,
terrorists use cars
there's
as a
plenty of people that
weapon.
have rammed a
Kate has
car
gone
at a
too
police
far,
car
man.
and have not died
No,
for
no,
it.
no. No, but people use them as weapons. They are used as
Plenty of people have done that.
and they've
Plenty
killed
of people have
people.
rammed their
And
car
they've
into another
killed
police car.
people. No, no, no. He was aiming it at a policeman who was in front of him, ramming people. Ramming. So what do you expect is going to happen if somebody's got a gun? What are you actually expecting them to do?
Panic? So you think he might have been in a panic and didn't know what to actually do? Why could they not handle that situation better?
But you are going to put your life. What are you thinking is going to happen in that
He didn't
situation?
have any weapon.
Can I ask you a
That
question?
man
Can I ask you a
intended to
question?
kill him. If he was,
Can I ask you a question? Can I
if
ask
he
you a question?
intended to stop him, he would have shot him in the arm or somewhere else, not in the head.
Right, Andrea, I will
He
just say
intended
one
to
thing.
kill
Right? No,
him.
no, listen. I will just say one thing, right? You try shooting someone in a moving vehicle that's ramming towards you, you try shooting them in the arm.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't shoot them in the first place.
Don't
You
shoot
probably
them
miss
at
and hit
all.
the
If
head.
my life
Break
was a
it
To be honest,
down.
you
direct
probably
threat,
miss and hit the head.
if my life
you'll
wasn't
hit
a
the upper
direct
body area.
threat, I wouldn't have shot him in the first place.
That the officer just
Exactly.
just
If
do
he wasn't a
that
threat, he
and
wouldn't have been
just
shot in the
think
first
that was
place.
okay. How can he live with himself that he's done that and he's taken somebody's life?
No, so back to Andrea's point, if he wasn't a threat, he wouldn't have been shot in the first place.
Let's do the one first.
So heads. So according to you, if I'm considered a threat,
Right, yes,
from before, because you've gone through my criminal history and I've been such a gangster since 13 years old, it's allowed to shoot me in the head.
No, so at this point, they didn't know who was driving the car. The car had a gun mark
So
around it.
wait, hold up. So they didn't know that Chris Kaba was driving the car, but they still
No.
shot the person in the head.
Right, because the car had a guns marker on. With
Okay,
a car with a
even
guns
if it had a
mark-
guns marker.
right, you know, bro, listen, right, you make good points, but you don't let anyone speak, right?
No, sorry. Go ahead.
So
Heads.
listen,
Go
right, so
ahead. Let me let you
car's
speak.
got a
Go on.
guns marker on.
Yeah.
The car was involved in a shooting not 2 days prior.
Allegedly. Yeah.
So allegedly or not, but that's what the police have released.
Yeah.
They'll know that. So according to the police information, the car was involved in a shooting not 2 days beforehand. It's got a guns marker on. The occupant of the car, the driver of the vehicle, is refusing to stop. He's then reversed the vehicle, crashed the 2 armed response vehicles at the front, reversed it again, drove it again, trying to
It
break
didn't
out.
look like that to me. I'll be heads. I'm gonna be honest. That happened because I watched the video and it was it was space of 5 seconds. So I don't think he had the ability to do what you're saying. It looked like he tried to go back and he saw a car was behind him and he tried to drive onto the pavement and got shot in the head. That's what it looked like to me. It didn't look like he was doing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He didn't look like there was no time. But by the time the police car, officer got in front of him, he was dead. Soon as the police officer got in front of him, it was over.
When you look at the body cam footage,
8 seconds. If you watch the video, it happened in about 8 seconds, bro. 8 seconds.
8 seconds, right? So you make a good point. So it happened in split seconds. So within 5 to 8 seconds, there's a police officer that was on the side of the vehicle. You've got officers smashing the windows on the side, but trying to smash the window of a moving car, dragging an occupant out, is bad enough in normal circumstances. Never mind when there's a guns marker.
It wasn't even moving. That's the nonsense. It was actually stationary, and then the officers jumped out. They wouldn't jumped out if it's moving. That's what the media told you. And this
To
is
be honest,
It's on the body, bro. It's on the body cam footage. You can see the car driving, reversing, ramming the 2 Volvos in the front.
No, it's not. They rammed it in front
and then hitting the car again.
They came to a stop, and then they jumped out. How would they shot him if it was moving? Use your brain. Come on, man.
To be honest, if I was that officer, I would have shot the tyres, I would have shot the windows, and he would have been the last resort. There was only one shot fired, and that was at his
There's
head.
many options they had to say.
But this isn't the movies.
Shoot the tyres.
No.
Again, shooting tyres on a vehicle. Shooting tyres on a
Let me
vehicle.
chat.
So wait.
One order.
Am I getting the view that you're saying it was all right to have shot him in the head?
Brother, I live literally right, very, very local to where even that picture's taken. I live right on New Park, yeah? I'm trying to tell you right now, yeah? Listen, bruh, it's a nonsense. The reason what it is that they've got us divide and conquer, yeah? They sell a certain, the right-wing media, they sell a certain narrative that he's a villain. He probably wasn't innocent. Of course not. He done bad. All of us have done bad. You get what I'm saying? No one's a priest here. Let's be realistic about it. But based on the situation, he didn't deserve to get shot in the head. You need to understand that. Yeah?
I agree.
The way they have us though, because I don't blame white people, because the way it is that we all have biases. Even me as a black man, I have the bias to defend them. The same way a white man has the bias to defend the officer, because it's just the way it is. They have us like that. The puppets on the string. We are the puppets. Yeah? But he doesn't deserve to get shot. And I'm not blaming police officers, because I understand that police officers, their job is hard. It's not easy. It's easy to criticize police officers. Do the job first. You understand it's not that easy. Yeah? And that's why we need to come together, white and black. Yeah? I'm a black man. I'll say when the black man's in the wrong, and I'll say when the white man's in the wrong. I'll say when the police officer's in the wrong, and I'll say when the citizen's in the wrong. Yeah? But in this situation, based on solely the situation, there was many options. You can't say it is. Don't fall for the right-wing media. Please, heads. That's what they want. Yeah? They vilify him. Yeah? Before they even talk about the scenario, they say he's a gang member. Do you think the producers of GB News, of all the right wing podcasts on YouTube, they don't know what they're doing? Wake up, bro! Come on, man.
The thing is, everyone in the comments is saying that he did this and he did that, but whatever he has done, that doesn't justify someone just shooting him. There's plenty of other criminals that have done really bad things that weren't shot.
No, Andrea, right, Andrea, this is a point you're making.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying, people in the comments are saying, yeah, but he was bad,
listen,
but that doesn't make a difference.
You keep saying he shouldn't have been shot for what he done. They didn't even know who was driving the vehicle. He wasn't shot for his previous convictions.
Of course they knew that he was driving the vehicle. From when they said He was known for guns and stuff like that. Police, oh, come on, bruv. I was a bad boy before in my past, before I learnt the way. But police officers don't follow anybody. Cause even if you're black, they don't follow anybody like
Right.
that. To
Regardless
that
of what you think
extent.
about the police right now, and regardless of what you think about the police, right?
Oh,
The
man.
case was heard in front of 12 independent jurors, right?
No one's
And the officer was found.
independent.
The
Don't
officer was found
believe
not
all
guilty. He
of
was
that.
acquitted.
Don't
The officer
believe
was
all
acquitted,
that.
right?
It's a known case. They knew the outcome. Before they give the verdict, they already knew the outcome. They would
Right.
have cherry
But
picked.
the fact of the
This is
matter
how it
is,
works, brother. Oh,
they didn't
man.
know who was driving the vehicle.
Don't
The
Can I
fall
car
ask a
for the
simply had a
question?
hype.
guns marker on
Can
and
I
was
ask a
Don't
involved in
fall
a
for
question?
the
shooting 2
hype.
days beforehand.
That's a nonsense,
How do
brother.
you even know if the jury were diverse as well? We
Brother,
don't
my
know that.
white brother.
Right,
I'm telling you from a
regardless
dark
if the
skinned
jury
man.
were diverse or not, and bro, I'm not white. I'm not white,
I'm
okay?
telling you from a dark skinned man from South London, right here in Lambeth, right now. I'm on Blue Park right now. Now. Where you took that video, literally opposite 2 seconds I lived there. 2 seconds, bro.
And before
That
somebody
photo
says
you
it
see
doesn't
behind
matter
my
about
man, I
the
lived
jury
there.
being diverse, it does. If you remember with the George Floyd
Brother, I'm
trial,
telling
they
you
tried to
now,
make
bro.
sure that the
I'm
jury
telling you
were
now.
Right, so you're
diverse.
saying you live 2 seconds away from there, but you can't argue against body
I'm
cam
telling you,
footage.
heads. Listen to me, bro. It's a pointless argument you're arguing, bro. Listen, yeah? Before they would have checked, before they would have gave the verdict, they would have known the outcome already. This is how the system works. It's a rigged system against white people and black people. You need to understand that from the get-go. Before we knew the outcome, they would have cherry-picked the jury. Guaranteed. You'd
I
be a
think
fool.
what
You'll be a
big
fool to think it was an
Right,
innocent
so
jury.
so regardless of the point of the matter here is obviously you lot are saying he didn't deserve to be shot in the head. All right. What I'm trying to say to you is that regardless of the jury, regardless if they were fucking, I don't know, handpicked, cherry-picked, the judge's bias, whatever, right? The fact of the matter is you can't argue against body cam footage. On the body cam footage, you can clearly see a car, regardless of the occupant, you can see a vehicle that's got a guns marker on it that was involved in a shooting 2 days prior, ramming police cars.
All right, cool. Let me ask you a question, Hedge. Yeah. Let me ask you a valid question. Yeah. Do you agree that there should be a law where someone's in a vehicle, yeah, that's not tied to them, it's not registered in their name, and to be in a situation where armed police confront them, the person that's in the vehicle tries to take pursuit, clearly don't get anywhere, and because of that reason, they should be unalived? It's just a simple yes or no.
But it's not a simple yes or no because there's a grey area in between.
No, but I'm saying if there was a law, I'm just asking you a basic question. It's just a yes or no. Do you agree?
So just to clarify, so there's someone driving a vehicle.
Let me repeat it again.
Repeat the question. Yeah, go on.
Let me repeat it again. So let's say, do you believe there should be a law where someone's in a vehicle where it's not registered to their name, it's got no ties to them, armed police confront them, they try to take pursuit, it clearly doesn't get anywhere, and for that fact, that person therefore needs to be unalived? Do you agree that that should be a law? It's just straight yes or no.
But it's not a straight yes or no, though.
I'm just asking you a simple question, a genuine question. Like, it's got nothing to do about, it's just a simple question. Yes or no?
No, obviously.
Okay, so because you said no, this summarizes the whole Chris Kaba situation.
Right, but you've missed out the important part of him putting the officer's life in danger by ramming their cars.
I just said to you, would you agree if there should be a law if someone is being confronted by armed police, they try to take pursuit, it doesn't get anywhere, yeah, and then they should be unalived?
Right, but trying to take pursuit.
Listen, I said yes. Listen, I said yes or no. I said yes or no. And
I answered no.
No.
Like,
so
I
there's
answered
nothing
no.
to talk about then.
Right, so, well, obviously not, because you missed out the bit. Trying to take pursuit and ramming a police car several times.
That's the same thing. You're trying to take pursuit. It didn't get anywhere, and you get unalived. It's the same thing.
Right. No, it's not.
How is it not the same thing? Trying to take pursuit. What do you expect for it to happen?
Trying to take pursuit is very different to ramming two Volvos, two armed response vehicles that are literally like a V shape.
But that's not intended.
Trying to stop you in.
That's not intended. You try to take pursuit. Remember, what you got to take. What you need to take into consideration, yeah, is that you're on live right now with 205 people, yeah. So you're only going to make yourself look stupid answering the wrong stuff, yeah. I'm just making it very clear. I literally gave you a question, which was
I'm not gonna lie, Living
question.
Legends got you on the ropes, heads. He's got you on ropes.
I literally just said
He's got you on ropes right now. You're trying to run, play music, all of that. He's asking some real questions, and he's not even being rude. He's being very respectful and very logical. So can you please answer the questions?
But Red, he just said no. So for that, yeah, and remember, I've asked multiple people this question, and everyone has said the same answer. Remember, is the questions that you asking it, because everyone's gonna go back to, yeah, but he was this, yeah, but he was that. Remember, I've made it clear, yeah, that the police didn't know who's, like, we all know the police try to say they didn't know who's in the vehicle. So I'm saying, would you agree there should be a law where someone's in a vehicle that is...
Yeah, anything what anyone's saying, because I've got music playing in the background. I've got so much
So what I'm saying overall, you just said no. So to summarize everything, because it evolves around this whole topic we're talking about. Look, now you've done the race. It evolves around the whole topic we're talking about. Clearly, it just shows that they do not agree with the situation. That's all it is. And he just proved it to you. And remember, we're all in this conversation. All the stuff that you were saying before, he did not say that right now. Why? Because it was the right question to ask him, and he clearly admitted it. So there's nothing to go about.
Don't you think that they should deal with the way that when they're blocking a car through at that point, if somebody's still trying to ram the way out, which happens all the time when there's a chase, why is it with this particular case they've chosen to do what they've done? Because we see it all the time with these kind of chases. But why have they had to do this?
But that's what I'm saying is, based on what you just asked me, yeah, I don't know. I can't really answer that because it's not within my, you know what I mean? But
they intended to, because they brought the guns with
done this with him.
them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying
They
is
wouldn't have
that,
had the guns with them if they didn't intend to do that.
what I'm saying is that obviously they're going to follow orders at the end of the day, innit? And there's a certain type of method they're going to go by, innit? So what I'm saying overall is just the question, that question that I literally said, if someone answers that question and they give you their answer, it just clearly shows the reality of the situation, because there's nothing to really talk about after that. You know what I'm saying? You literally said no. I've asked everyone that same question, multiple people that question. The same answer is no. So all this justification going around in circles is just a waste of time. Don't get me wrong, like I heard a topic on TikTok, but we all know the answer, innit? Remember, when you ask someone a question, when you ask, say Andrea, when you ask someone a question, you can't answer it directly to them. You have to make it look like it's a third party or fourth party, so they can see it from a different point of view where they don't feel. Do you know what I'm saying? It's just about making a decision of agreeing or not. You can't make them feel in this situation.
But like the other guy was saying,
And we're going back to
the question
what Big Brands was saying earlier. I think sometimes the media leak things or hold back certain things because as a nation they want to divide us, and they purposely put these things in the forefront of the media to divide races in this country. They purposely do it.
No, of course. You see what it is, yeah? It's like, at the end of the day, what's the media got to do with this whole situation? What's the media got to do with that 5 to 8 seconds?
Do you know, it's
the information that they release or what they choose to withhold.
But
what I'm saying, yeah.
Typical stereotype, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that the media's got nothing to do with this situation. Why? Because one, they just contradicted themselves. They didn't even know who was in the vehicle. So what's the media got to do with this situation?
The media, because they portray it in a certain way, is what I'm saying.
Or lack of.
That's the control they have.
Basically, in terms of the media, it's basically saying black man shot dead by policeman due to X, Y, and Z. Yeah. So what they're portraying is that it's all his fault and he deserved to die. So that's a big thing to do with what's going on and what's been said about a man who we don't even know if he's got.
They're trying to control the narrative.
But misheard
exactly. Yeah, they're controlling the narrative and they're making out as if
He
But they
was the
He
worst
deserved
contradict.
to
thing.
die when
He's
But
it's
miss,
not
almost
the case, is
Hitler.
it?
He's Hitler.
but
He's
miss,
Hitler now.
they've
They do it all
contradicted.
the time.
Yeah,
They
but
do it
listen,
all the
they.
And I'm
time.
sick of it. It's just
Yeah, but
more on my
listen.
neck. I'm sick of it.
They've clearly contradicted themselves, though. So you see with what you're saying, yeah. Is it Cavivas?
Kavita.
Cavita,
Yeah.
yeah. I agree with what you're saying, but what I'm saying, like, when you look in between it, yeah, they've contradicted themselves. What has the media got to do with that situation if they already admitted they didn't know he was in a vehicle?
I get what you're saying.
So it's like them doing a bad character. It clearly shows what they're trying to do. They're trying to just show that, listen, he was this anyways. Yeah, whether or not you don't agree with what we did, he was this anyway. So because we've got the intelligence that he was this type of person, you don't make the decision whether he was right or wrong. But the narrative has nothing to do with what happened within that 5 to 8 seconds. Why? Because you admitted that you didn't know he was in the vehicle. So you literally contradicted yourselves. So what's there to talk about?
We all know the truth at the end of the day, but it just, you know, at the end of the day, it's how many people are going to die, and why is it always at the hands of the police? Like, it's just too much. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but do you see what it is? Yeah, obviously I can't really talk on that because, you know what I mean. But what's understood ain't got to be explained, innit? Long story short.
Okay, I've said what I've had to say. I'm coming out of the box now. Leaving. Have a good evening, everyone.
Yeah,
you
take
too,
care.
man. Bye.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's a sad situation, but it's something that's happened before. I feel like for there to be like a change here, there's just got to be the right response in it. And I feel like the right response to everything is just unity in it. That's just the honest truth.
Do you know, we were discussing it at work the other day about what's happened, and there was a lot of colleagues of mine saying that this, you know, my black colleagues were saying that they're having to now tell their children that if you see the police, just don't react, because they're so afraid that the kids will get shot for being black, and I think that has to be real, that a lot of black parents will be feeling that.
But Miss, can I ask a question for you quickly?
Yeah, sure.
And this has actually been proven, yeah. And I can even give you some names, and you can even do your research. Yeah, there's been people that have still been unalive whilst even complying, and there's proof of that, clear footage.
Yeah, 100%.
So I understand what you're saying to an extent, but like I said, what's understood ain't got to be explained. So you can't put an answer of why did Chris Kaba react.
Yeah, but then how do we get? Like you said, there's got to be change. How are we going to get to the change?
Here's the response.
I can't see a light at the end of the tunnel. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's just going to repeat itself again and again and again. And
we need to kind of cut. We need to put. You know what I mean? We need to stop this from happening. Obviously, now it's come to light that they're just waiting for everyone else to say, "Oh, you know, police did the right thing," and then just let the story slide now.
But here's what it is, yeah. The police as an institution, remember, it's all linked. You understand? That's why people are very silly. They think that the jury wasn't cherry picked. Of course it would have been. Are you fool? Even in your own workplace, the HR looks out for the business. Do you think the police as an institution will look out for itself?
Yeah.
But you see what it is, yeah. You see what it is.
The thing about the police is all linked to the government. It's all the civil service, isn't it? The Metropolitan Police, yeah, and the what's it? The magistrates' courts or the Crown Court. It's all the same game. Come on, brother, bro. Usually, white people, English people see it for what it is the most.
Yeah, but you see what it is, my bro. You see what it is, yeah. Sorry to cut you off, yeah. One thing everyone's got to take into consideration is that the police in that situation, they just capitalise off their, you know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, we are paying these policemen, and that's not what our money should be going towards. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to know that my taxes is going towards...
Where the ants that's paying them, the real people which control the system are at the top. The way this country works, the people who run it are the plutocrats, which basically means it's run by the big corporations and the big billionaires. Simple as. Those are the people who put your politicians into power, who fund the political parties. So that's who they answer to. They don't answer to the normal man on the street. I'm sorry to bring it to cut the truth.
No, you're right.
Yeah, if you think your vote matters, you must be very stupid. your
But do you
vote
know,
only
with the
matters
recent
if
We
it's
are
riots and
votes
stuff that
collective.
anyway.
happened,
Do you know what
and
I
we
mean?
saw people like trying to harm other people, like there was that incident with the hotel, wasn't there, where they were trying to, where they put the bin on towards the hotel and set it on fire and so on. I mean, they literally risked people's lives, but the police didn't react and do anything to those people. And to me, they were more of a risk than what he was.
My thing is that if you have the same energy, I'm talking about the police here with this situation, they should have the same energy for everything else with
Look,
those that are
everything's
even
bought,
armed.
like you said, everything's bought nowadays, yeah? If someone wanted him dead, yeah, for example, higher up, that's what's happened, isn't it?
Yeah,
Do you
that's
know what I
exactly what it
mean?
is.
I'm not conspiracy theorist, but facts, do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, if someone wanted to get rid of someone and they wanted to pay whatever, it's going to happen, innit?
No, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
People in the comments saying, "Oh, playing the victim and stuff." This is just too common for young
Oh,
black
yeah.
men to be unalive, and I think it's a serious topic to talk about because it continues to happen and it's happening all the time, and we don't see this on the other side. I think if you have to flip the coin and it was the other
Other way
side
around.
getting alive,
Yeah.
it'd be a very different situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what it is? The reason why I feel like they say, oh yeah, the victim mentality and whatnot is because there just ain't been no change,
Well, victim mentality, there's truth into it because realistically, sometimes we do victimize all our situations. So there's literally a double-edged sword.
I wouldn't say, I
Sometimes
wouldn't
we're in
say,
the right, sometimes we're in the wrong.
I
We
wouldn't
need
say,
to admit.
say, bro, I wouldn't say victim. I wouldn't say victimize. I'll say like it's more like contradict. I'll say that's the
No,
right.
victim mentality, because sometimes we can do better. Sometimes you could have took the right, we could have been more strategic, yeah? And sometimes we use colour as an excuse. For instance, say if you get, say if unfortunately, we don't,
I Big Branson, let me hit you with this. You know
okay,
what?
go ahead.
I was thinking, we're playing victims, blah, blah, blah. And then recently I got out of work, going home, minding my own business. And the feds, they stopped at an alley. They saw me in their rear view mirror, 2 cars behind them. They went into a little alleyway, turned to the side and started following me. And you know what? The way they treated me that day made me realize that there's still racism. As they asked me, what are you doing? I said, I just come out of work. Why are you rushing to get home? That's what they was basically saying to me.
But brother, this is the truth about it, bro. You need to understand the full picture from the policeman's perspective as well. Yeah, you need to understand as a black man in this country, whether you like it or not, you're a guest. Yeah. Well, man, hold on. Living legacy. 1 second. Yeah, please, you can talk. I need to drop these gems because I never really come on live, but sometimes with this season I came on live. Yeah. So what you need to understand as a black person in this, whether you like it or not, whether you have a passport, whether you was born in St. Thomas's or King's, yeah, whether you was born in Hackney Hospital or all the hospitals in London or in the UK, you're a guest in this country because why? We're a minority. The same like any minority in the country is a guest, yeah? And the truth about it is that we don't help ourselves and we have to admit to it. We have to understand the double-edged sword. It's what it is, bro. Yeah? If we're stabbing and killing each other in one hand, we
What's that
can't
got to do with me getting stopped, bro?
yeah, of course it has to be. You can't play. Here's what it is. That's why we have to. That's why we have to put the pressure on our community. We have to. Before we
Brother,
before we.
let me just say
Hold on,
something. You made some good points,
hold
but
on.
let me.
Hold on. Real talk.
No. You made some good
Before,
points, but
hold
then
on.
you
I'm
went
gonna say
mad.
this
Let me
one
tell you
point.
why. No, you went mad.
Let me say this one point.
No, you went mad.
Before we
You went
fight
mad.
the enemy
And I'm gonna tell you why you went
outside,
mad. Listen,
we have
you
to
went
fight
mad.
the enemy.
Brother,
The
you was
enemy in the
making good
house.
points, but you went mad. Let me tell you why you went mad. You
Okay.
can't say because the black community is killing each other, that's the reason for me being stopped. Because then, if that's the case, then every time I see a white old man come into my workplace, I should be worried that he's a nonce.
No, it's not true. No, and even that, even if
So
you
then
could,
I'm trying to say to you,
hold
then
on.
I don't
Even
have
if you
so the
could do that,
same way we can't have that
hold
same
on,
stereotype with
hold on.
them. They can't have
Okay.
that same stereotype that every time they see a black
Okay,
man
no,
driving
okay.
a nice
I'll tell
car
you
and
why.
he's finishing
I'll
work,
tell you why
he's
you
a flipping
could.
criminal.
I tell you why you couldn't.
Yeah, you got a point there, mate.
Hold on. I tell you why you couldn't. Because in the world of man, you have to understand the power play in life. He who gets it's only poor people that go to jail. It's only poor people that get married. Sorry, it's only poor people that
Rich
get.
people are married. What are you talking about? I've seen
No,
billionaires
no, hold
married.
on, no. Sorry, it's only poor people that go to jail. It's only poor people that get
It's not only poor
convicted.
people that go to jail, but yeah, go on.
It's only poor people that get convicted. Really, yeah. The
I
other
beg to
class.
differ
Hold on, hold
still.
on.
I'm really different on that because
Hold on.
P Diddy's in
Let me
jail right
land the
now.
whole point. Let me land the whole point, please. And you can go, okay? Yeah. Why hasn't Prince? What's his name? Prince Charles's brother, the nonce
Yeah,
there.
but we're going.
Hold on. You need to understand that point first because
No, but I'm
the
saying you're
reason.
going so far off topic that
No,
we're going to start talking about some
it's all
different stuff.
Yeah,
holistic.
you are going a bit off
No,
topic, mate.
it's
To be
all
No,
fair.
you're going.
holistic.
I just said I got stopped, and you.
No, you have to, as a black man, you have to understand the game. You have to understand what country you in and the game and the
No, but
card
all
you're
right, cool. All right,
dealt.
all right, no
No,
problem. I
you're going
understand the
off
Yeah,
game
topic,
and I
mate.
understand the
yeah,
country, but
brother. Because you can't
the point.
complain that and another guy behind and 10 people and the most. You can't complain about being stop search, yeah. And then when you look at the stats in London, we're killing ourselves the most. When it comes to gang violence, we're
But
doing
what's that got
it
to
the
do with
most.
me?
You're not looked when they look at us, they don't look
What's
at
that
you
got
as
to
an
do with the way
individual.
what's that
They
got to
look
do
at
with the
you
way the
as a
police acted
holistic
that night?
entity. Use your brain.
Nah,
Yeah.
I hear what he's saying. Although it's not
When I
right,
go to work, I
paint the
represent
picture.
black men.
Bro, I'm saying no, you don't. You
When I
represent yourself. You represent your family. You don't.
I
You
wish I
no,
did.
no, 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 no. You went mad. You went mad. You
I
went
wish
mad.
I did.
Brother, chill,
But
chill.
in
You
This is
went
real
what I'm
life,
mad.
it's not
saying.
like
There's a
Brother,
that.
relax. 1
stereotype.
second.
There's a
The guy mad on
stereotype
my
going
live.
on.
Oh
You're
my
crashing
gosh.
out. You're crashing out.
You
You're
must
crashing
be a
out.
kid.
Don't
You
crash
must
out.
be a
Don't crash
child
out.
if
And
you
can I
think
speak
that.
for a minute?
Brother,
He's
you're
basically
crashing out. You're
saying there's
crashing
a
Child
out.
if you think
prejudice
that.
All right,
stereotype
cool.
going
You're holding
on.
the
That's
mute
why he
button because
got
you're
stopped.
just you're crashing out now. You're crashing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I
Can I
relax,
just
man.
speak
let
for
me
a
tell you
minute?
something. Let me tell you something. And I think all of us are adults, and we understand that one person doesn't make a majority. I think we're all adults to say that, right? We
We
don't
all
look
know
at one
that.
person and say, "Oh, you know what? All white
Human
people are
beings
like
are
this. All
lazy.
Asian
No,
people are
we
like
all
this.
know
All
that, but
there's."
he's
Human beings
saying
are
that they
lazy.
see us as
Human
a
beings are
I'm
stereotype.
lazy.
saying, I'm saying to
We
you,
are
as
seen,
adults,
we are
I'm
seen
saying
as a
as adults,
stereotype.
Yes,
Yeah,
as
as
as a
adults.
adults,
collective. We're
yes.
not seen as individuals. Is the point he's
I'm
trying to
saying
make.
all of us here
Oh,
as
thank
adults.
you.
Do
Thank you,
you
sister.
realize that
Thank
there's
you. That's
Hallelujah.
a
differences
smart
between
sister.
humans? All right, 1 second. Let me just let's go back to basics. Do everybody in these boxes understand that people are individuals? Does everybody know
Of
that?
course.
Yes, yes,
Why would we not
yes.
know
Okay,
that?
because I don't want to be on the live talking to people that are very
Why would
uneducated,
we
that
not?
ignorance has
I
gone
feel
It's a
like you
consumed
keep
their
trying to
brains
make
and they
us look
think that
stereotype.
silly
everybody's
when
a
we're
certain
not.
way.
It's the
The point
stereotype.
he's trying to
Okay,
make was that
so
the
first of all,
police see us as stereotypes. They do not see us individuals. They see black, Indian, Chinese,
Thank you. Thank you.
European,
but
Thank you.
Romanian,
the point what
Polish,
I'm trying to
whatever you
say
want to
is,
call it.
brother. I
That's
work
how
at
they see us. We are
brother.
stereotyped in every
okay, cool,
whatever
no
country
problem.
Hold
we're
on.
from.
But what I'm
Every
trying to
Convious.
tourist.
say,
That's
what I'm
what
trying
he's
to say,
saying.
you see, no, 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 stop
1
speaking,
second.
bro. I'm speaking. You're
1
going
second,
mad. You're
please. Let me
crashing out
come
on
in
my
there. Let
life,
me come in there.
brother. You're
Let me come
crashing
in
out on
there.
my life. I'm
Let me come in
speaking.
there,
Thank you,
please,
thank
I've
please.
you.
given
I
you bare
know.
chances, bro. Just
Oh,
relax,
man.
bro.
Respect
You're
is
Hold on,
going
just
mad.
fine.
You're
let him
crashing
let
out
him
on my
say
life.
his thing
True,
first.
it's
Gotta let
true.
other
We
people
always
speak, mate.
stereotype.
You're
We said
crashing out
it.
on my life. Let me get this point out. As adults, we all understand that every single person is an individual. Just
Yeah.
because I have a white neighbor
Mm.
that punched his kid in the head or something, I'm not gonna think all white people punch their kids in the heads.
Yeah, no, we
That's
don't.
not the concept that I have because I'm an adult and I understand that
Yeah.
humans are individuals. I
Yeah.
understand that. Every single human being is unique in their own way. I
I
don't look
know.
at someone and say, all Asian people are like this, all people are like this. We
Yeah.
might have biases and prejudices because of where we grew up and stuff like that. That's no doubt.
Yeah.
But you should not say that a working class man that is driving home from work is getting pulled over because of the stabbings that's happening in London. That's crazy to me, bro. At least get me for something. Like, say that I've done something. Don't just pull me over because there's a stabbing that happened 20 minutes ago. Brother, what's that got to do with me?
It's a
I'm,
stop and
I'm,
search, though.
It's
I'm
unfortunate, but it
innocent to do with
happens.
nothing. I just literally told you I came out of work. I can show you everything, how I clocked out, everything. We can go back to my workplace if you want, and we can talk to everybody. But the fact that we're saying now that just because I'm black, I just have to accept it. I just got to just
No,
take it.
yeah,
That is
completely
crazy to me.
understand.
Even
Yeah.
for us to even have this mindset, it's even a wrong mindset to even have.
Can I
But
just
It's
say
that
something?
it's the
that's
defeatist
how it
mindset.
is.
Yeah, but
We
we
do it
are
to
aware
ourselves.
that
That's
that's
how
how
it
we're
is.
perceived,
Can I just
basically.
talk for a minute? Because I've listened to all you guys for quite a while now. now. And on the Chris Kaba thing, my opinion is that
Can I come in there? Can I finish what I was trying to say?
You've had your
That's just what I was trying to say.
Stan, get the point now. Stan ain't spoke. Respect Stan, please. Come on.
Okay. Well, Span's a good guy. Go ahead, brother. I got to let you go ahead.
I think anybody in this room now can turn on the TV, go to UK Gold and watch police chases. You'll be able to watch people ramming cars, driving erratically, absolutely outrageously around the streets of Britain for whatever reason. In my opinion, I don't believe he deserved to be shot. The policeman could have moved out the way of the car quite easily. No problem with that. I don't think the guy should have been shot. I'm not saying, mate, he could be a wrong un. I don't know. He might be a criminal, whatever. I just don't believe in my heart. I think the guy the policeman was excited. He got a little bit, whatever. I just don't, honestly, in my heart, believe that guy deserved to be shot dead. Because that's the ultimate sacrifice. That's the ultimate. That is it. It's over. You have no chance to come back and say, oh, look, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry I rammed them cars. I was just being whatever. That is my opinion. I don't care what colour he was. I don't care what creed he was. I don't care where he lived in Britain. I don't care if he was a drug dealer. I'm not interested. It's the ultimate when you shoot someone dead or when you take a life. I don't think that I want to live in a country where, because somebody's been a bit of a dick one night, they get shot in the head. I just don't want to live in a country that's accepted, and I don't think we should accept it. I'm not saying
110%. But we are kind of accepting it, though. We're just letting it. We're just letting it go. We're just letting it go. I mean, sorry to bring up a bit of the past, but look at that white man that killed the 14-year-old boy that just left the house. They didn't shoot him dead. They tasered him.
Yeah. Exactly.
They tasered him. He had the knife in his hand with the little boy's blood on him. On the knife. They tasered him. They didn't kill him, shot him dead. There could have been other ways. How many times is like you said, there's pursuits going on. You know, they radio through to the other side meets them at the other end. They put that thing on the floor where the tires could have bust, whatever. You know, he wasn't just ramming the cars to ram them in the car. He was scared. He was scared. And what I don't like about this situation is because he's a criminal now, he deserves it. Before this whole story came out that he was a criminal, not everyone was saying that he deserves it. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if he is a criminal, then let the law deal with him. Let the law deal with him. That man, he worked for the law, but he is not the law.
It's a little bit like saying, let's go into prison tonight and shoot every single paedophile.
Of course.
Shoot every
of course. Because now in Parliament, they're saying that the man should have never been brought to trial. Well, why the hell not? He's human. He took a life. Do you understand?
I mean,
they could have smashed the car open. They could have done how many things? They could have shot at the tires. They could have done lots of things.
I don't even think they should have shot at the tires.
And I'm sure they said, quote me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure they said along the lines that the car was a marked car, so therefore it was tagged, right? Or something along them lines, right? So you're telling me if the car was tagged, if the car was in a shooting 2 days before, that's 48 hours they got to find that car.
But they didn't know he was in that vehicle, though.
No, I'm talking about before that. I'm talking about before that. It said, I'm sure, quote me if I'm wrong, that the car was a marked car. It basically was a tagged car. So if the shooting happened 48 hours before, why have they not found the car? Now remember how we all know how SW2 is, and how the police maneuver around there, undercover cars. Normal police cars and whatever. You're telling me you couldn't find that car?
They would have tracked. They would have chased it.
Again, from my point of view, again, it's got nothing to do with colour. It's got nothing to do with creed. I think the guy that shot him got a little bit excited.
I'm going to kind of say it does have something to do with colour, and I kind of disagree with you. I mean, the reason being is because history has shown how many sorry to say, I'm really sorry, but how many other the white race has done something, and it's not ended like that. I.e., sorry to say, the man that stabbed the 14-year-old boy. They didn't shoot him, they tasered him.
The problem for me when we talk about it's about colour and that is that puts me against you, and I don't want to live in a world where I'm against.
It doesn't have to, though, does it, Stan? It doesn't have to.
No, not between me and you, because we don't work for the law. You're not a policeman. I'm not a policewoman.
Yeah,
in the police force, It is about race.
Yeah, but I work as a call-out engineer, and I get stopped. Well, I've worked as a call-out engineer for the last 11 years. I must have been stopped probably 30, 40 times in my career by the police. You're driving a white van. What have you got in the back? All this kind of nonsense. Get out. I can smell. I've even had. I can smell dope. Well, you can't because you just can't. So, please believe me when I say this to you. Please believe me. It's not always all colour. It's
but you've not been chased, have you? You've not been chased by police because Andrea.
But it's not all. It might not be all about race, my love, but a high percentage of it is. I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
I can't live your experience, so I'm going to have to take your word for it. And all I can say is, just as a human being, not as a white man, not as a white man.
Right, let me give you another example. It's a little bit of a different situation. Look at the police officers that stopped that black couple and they lost their job or whatever. As soon as that was over, they applied back for their jobs and got it.
Yeah, but
what is that? What is that showing us as a community?
Yeah, but
that we don't have no say.
Yeah, but
we pay them, but we have no say.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do about it? That's the question.
But we're going to raise our voices and we're not going to let this go because what about Sonia Massey? What about George Floyd? What about that black cop lady who died in her bed?
But what I'm saying is that...
Well, we got to deal with our own country first. I mean,
doesn't matter what country it is, the concept's the same,
we got to deal with our own country first.
The point I'm trying to make is it's still happening, isn't it? It's still police brutality, isn't it?
Yeah, and in order
whether it's USA or England.
Well, we're just standing for it, sadly. Because we won't all come together.
It's because you're failing to find a solution.
We will.
You're failing to find a solution.
We need to sort our own community out first.
Do you see if this was somewhere like France, they would have been right. They would have been protesting. We don't stand together.
Yeah.
So that's a step.
We don't stand together.
Yeah, and
I'm not saying it needs to be a riot where it needs to be violent, you know, because that's not we're not getting nowhere that way. But
that's a step.
We as what? We don't stand as one. And you see when you don't stand as one, that's it.
That's where they divide. In the streets. We need to turn up in London, Brighton.
That's not going to do nothing.
We need to, a white man needs to cuddle a black man.
Yeah.
We need to put colour. We're not colour. Forget colour. We're all human beings.
Yeah. Now, can I ask you a question? Don't they show most trials on live TV again? I'm sure we do that now.
Yeah.
Now, this was a high case. Shouldn't have that been shown for the world to see? They wanted the world to see that he was a gangster, that he'd done the shootings, but they didn't want it to be on TV so everybody could see, for it to be fair, so we could see what they're saying. We could see who they had in the for them to what are they called, the juries, to find him guilty, not guilty. We could see. We couldn't see anything.
I know what you and this might sound. I hope I don't sound harsh here, and I don't sound wrong. But what I want to say is, from what's come out after what happened, the guy was a wrong one. That doesn't mean to say he deserved to lose his life that night in them circumstances. That maybe the police could have followed that car, waited till it parked up, and he got out and then arrested him. You know,
so look at one of the
let me ask you something before we continue.
One second.
Sorry, can I just ask one question? Can I just ask one question and then I'll shut my mouth? Sorry, just one question.
Look at the comment.
When
we live in a day where gangsters are defending and police get hounded for trying to protect us.
Oh please, I'm not even going to read into that because I need to ask my question.
Yeah.
When did they find out that he done the shooting? After they shot him or before?
I don't think we're ever going to get the answer to that question, realistically.
You're not going to get the answer.
We're not. But let's say that it was before, so that means they knew roughly who they were looking for, because I'm telling you how the police work. I'm telling you, within 24 hours, they knew who they were looking for.
Yeah, but listen, they contradicted themselves on the media, as you can clearly see. So his past got nothing to do with that situation.
Nothing to do with it, because if that's the case, why didn't they say, soon as they found out who they killed, why did they not say he was a gangster, he was part of this? They waited until it came up to the case.
It was better not saying.
Don't forget, his family gagged all that, you know.
Listen, one sec. It was better not saying, yeah, we knew who it was because he was linked to this, he was linked to that.
Yeah.
Which made them have more.
I think his family wanted him to have like a fair trial, if that makes sense.
Let me finish what I'm going to say there. Let me finish what I'm going to say. I'm saying it was better not saying, yeah, even if it was a lie or not, it was better not saying, yeah, we knew who it was, yeah, So we decided to do this and that. So
See, the other question that's not been asked here, and nobody ever talks about this, is the policeman went on trial for murder. Now, again, I don't believe the policeman murdered him.
It wasn't murder.
No, I think it could possibly, for me, it was manslaughter.
Manslaughter, yeah. It was manslaughter.
So, you know, I think he was tried. I think he was tried for the wrong thing in the first place.
Yeah. I agree.
And I think that, in my own opinion, I think that was done deliberately.
Yeah, deliberately.
Because it couldn't be proved. He didn't murder him, but it could have been manslaughter. And I don't think that. I think the Crown Prosecution Service thought.
Listen, he murdered that boy point blank. Period. He stood in front of that car. He looked at him and he shot him right in the head.
It's not murder. It's not murder.
Murder has to be premeditated. I don't think he set out to go on.
It's not murder. It's not murder.
Listen, as long as you're carrying a gun, everything's
No, but you know what? Yeah?
premeditated.
You know what? Deep in what that.
Everything's all premeditated. Because if
I'm
you
not gonna
walk
lie,
out with your
yeah,
house
some
with a gun
armed
today and you kill someone, they're going to talk about it's premeditated. So why did you leave the house with a gun? Not because they're working for the law. Listen, I'm sorry.
I think it's completely different when a civilian has gone out to kill somebody or is holding a gun. The police, they were coming for someone that had committed a gun crime. It would be normal for them to have armed police.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't. I'm not saying that they shouldn't kill because I really disagree with that. However, we can't compare the fact that police are allowed to hold guns due to their job description and someone that is not supposed to have a gun as a civilian. We can't compare the two. So definitely, it was not murder. I would have said it was manslaughter. He did not have to take that route. But they purposely put him down to go down for murder because they knew they would not convict him for murder. But manslaughter would have to have people thinking, do you know what, we have to deep the situation. Because I think a lot of people haven't actually watched the video. I think they're going based off of what everyone else is saying in the media. And if you actually watch the video, he's trying to go through where the police car's parked on, well, if you're watching the video, it would be on your left. And there's a parked car on the right. And he's trying to go in between that. There was no police in the way. He wasn't trying to ram no police. He was literally trying to get out. And he was holding his hand over his face because they were shining the light in his face. So how are you going to drive properly when you're trying to shield yourself at the same time? So he ended up crashing the car.
Yeah, it was a simple case.
And when he crashed the car, he stopped because the police then went in front of his car. So people are saying, oh, he kept ramming the car, The car stopped because between the time he crashed the car and he got shot was literally probably about a 5 to 10 second
Can I say something quickly? Yeah, and it's very vital, yeah. What you don't need to take into consideration is that before the firearm was discharged, you hear the boom when he the vehicle. Therefore, but when you hear the boom that's going to the vehicle is no longer in motion.
Thank you. And that's my point. People have changed everything based off of what they're hearing. I don't think they've actually sat and watched the video because like the host said, he saw him trying to get away and nobody really saw it that way. They're seeing it as he's trying to ram into the police.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did say. He must have been scared.
100%. Did you not see? If you saw his reaction was about 1 second. But
the vehicle was not in motion.
You could tell he was in a state of shock. And let's be real, because I was just having a conversation with one of my close friends, and he was telling me about a split-second situation that could have changed his life.
Yeah.
If you're in a situation where you don't have the time to stop and think.
But you lot not
it changed his life. It was a vehicle that ended his life.
But it's when you're scared, you don't know what you do when you're until you're in that position.
Listen,
you can be scared and kill someone.
A vehicle cannot be a threat if it's not in motion. End of story.
Thank you. That's the point.
You need to start
they shot him after the vehicle had stopped.
Living legend. But you know what, living legend, what you're spitting is facts, yeah? But I'm saying, even if you spit facts, people, because they put out this criminal history of who he is, now the media, I heard an MP say this, I'm not going to mourn his death. I'm happy that the London streets are clear of another criminal. Now, whether that's true or not, the fact that they put out all this information, that was the point of what they're trying to do.
The justification.
It's the justification now. Even if the police shot him innocently, he kind of deserved it. Because look what he was doing to people, man. He was a menace to society. He was in a gang. He's a psychopath, man. Look at him. So now, the narrative spun that this guy now hasn't been tried in court. Remember we say innocent until proven guilty. That's the law.
But Red, hear this, yeah.
Totally
The
agree
reason
with
why
you,
it holds
brother.
no weight, is because they clearly said, yeah, and they contradict themselves. And I said this before, it's because they did not know if he was in the vehicle at that time. So it holds no weight.
Exactly.
His record doesn't hold no weight at
See,
that specific time.
They're going to
I feel
cover
like they only
this
done the
up.
record thing to
No,
justify,
Living
to
Legend,
get
it's
the
not about
people on their side.
you're talking about the case here. I'm saying what they've done after to justify.
To cover
Because
it
now
up.
they're making the policeman be, you know what they said? The policeman, you know what the MP said? You know what the MP said? I could get the videos on this phone so I can't play it. He said the man is a hero. He said the police officer is a hero.
Yeah, they're
He's a
they're
hero for
talking about why
headshot
did
We're
he
in a
get
going
full
man.
back in
trial?
time now. We're
That's
going back to
madness.
modern day, what
Brother,
they used to do.
if I headshot someone that, you know what that's like saying? There's a nonce that lives next door to me. I go get a knife and I nank him to death. I'm a hero, no?
Yeah, but Tupac already said that before, though. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, but I said, am I a hero? If there's a
No,
nonce
let me
next
tell you
door-
why, because everyone disagreed. Everyone disagreed
No, but I'm
with me
saying,
when
no,
I turned around
I
and
want
said
everyone to
one
listen to what I'm
person
saying
can
to you.
walk out
There's
with
a
a gun,
nonce
but they
living
can.
next door to me. There's a nonce living next door. I've gone to the yard and I've nanked him to death. Am I a hero or am I a killer?
That's why it's dark.
You get them for murder, mate.
To the people, though.
Well,
The
depends
society
really,
might
doesn't
get
it?
classed.
No, ask that question, though. You're a hero.
In my eyes,
Depends,
you'd be a
right.
hero, but you wouldn't get away with it in court.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait a second. I wouldn't get away with that in
can't
court.
say that
But
because
I
then
wouldn't
you
get away with that in
disregard
court.
human
But
life.
his history is that he's a nonce, though.
Yeah, but when you say that, you're disregarding human life and now judging it by crime.
Okay, so
but
was it
history
right
was
for
on-
that police to do the same
No,
thing
but
then?
you've just
I'm not saying I don't
contradicted them
think
now
it was
in
right
this
for him
case.
to die, but you can't talk about humane and then change the goalposts.
No,
You
but
got
that's what
to
the
follow
police
through.
have
That's
done.
how
But that's what they've just done, though.
Everybody that has
That
discussed
is a
this
really
thing
good
on
point which you
TV,
just made
they're
there, my
all,
friend.
are they humane? Because they're going out there saying that he deserved to die. Bear in
Yeah.
mind, he's got family members that
No,
are
no, no, we
mourning
can't
That's
have
him.
mad.
this.
You're making my mum
Imagine
cry,
any
bro. My
of
mum's
your
crying.
children
No
Can you
have
imagine what
been
his mum's
killed by
going
the
through right
police
now?
because
Come
they
on,
did
man. That
something
wasn't right,
wrong,
man.
and you have
Nah,
people on
man.
TV
Not
saying that they
having it.
deserve it. How do you even get over that? The fact that you've already lost your child, but on top of that, you got people saying that he deserves to. Nobody
They're
deserves to die. No
discriminating his
man has
character.
the right to take another man's life. I don't care what
Exactly.
he should have
I
gone
agree
to
with that,
prison
but we've
and did
just
his time. I don't think he
contradicted
should
the
have
statement
died.
earlier.
Wait, what's your point?
I'm saying I agree no one deserves to die, but we just contradicted that earlier by saying that a nonce does.
No. He used that as an example. He didn't
used it
actually
as an
say.
example.
Would
He used
he
that as
be
an
a
example.
hero?
He didn't get it.
He said, would he be a hero if he was
Yeah,
going to
exactly.
And
He was using
certain
it as an
people were
example.
saying
The way they're
It
saying
was
that the
it was
policeman
called
was a hero. If he was to
striking
do
an
that to a
example,
nonce,
brother. It
would
wasn't
he be considered a
actuality.
hero? That's
You
it was an
completely missed the
example.
point there, my friend. You completely missed the
You
point.
don't need to
Yeah, you
take
missed
time
the
to
point,
understand.
Abjola. He used that as an example just to kind of demonstrate how it'd look on the other foot. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
So
an
the point is why is it now happening in this case, and why is everyone thinking that this guy, regardless of his background, he did not deserve to die? End of story. And the way the police and the MP have gone about it, they're trying to cover it up. We're not going to have it.
100%. When this all first came out, we didn't even get all of this information. Do you know what I mean? We didn't have all of this
It was
information.
a trick up the sleeve, innit? That's what it was.
Right.
They tried to keep it. They tried to
They
hide
could have
it.
released that at any given
All
time.
the information to give.
It was a trick up the sleeve.
Right.
So I'm just going to say this one last thing. All I can say is that from what I've seen in the video and all that carry on, I've seen all of it. It seems to me like anybody that's going to get involved in a police chase and get boxed in and still try to get away, which you see you can go on
all the time.
UK Gold and all that carry on. You can watch it tonight. Every one of them should be shot.
If that's the case, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Stan. That's what I'm saying.
That's not what it's going to be. There's certain people
But
that
it's
are going to
happened,
get
though.
treated completely different from other people.
Yeah, but it's
Let's be
happened, though.
realistic.
But it's happened, though.
There is no way. There is
What do
no
you
way
mean?
a serving police officer can look
You're
inside
saying-
a car like that and see who's inside it. They just don't know. They're guessing. They're
You're
hoping.
saying-
Or whatever. And if they
you're
did
saying-
know who was in that car, why didn't they just follow it till he got home, wait till he got out, lock the car up, right, your nick, mate.
Yeah, they just don't know what to say, do they? Because their story ain't sticking.
The police are clearly the criminals. The media is definitely the manipulation tactic. That's all it is.
And again, I must reiterate, I'm not saying this guy was a decent law-abiding
Saint.
citizen.
Yeah, we're not saying he's a saint, but
That
that
is
can
not the
go.
point. That is not the point. This could happen to any
He
single
wasn't.
one
He
of us.
wasn't. But that doesn't mean that that he deserved to have his life taken the way how he did, and that's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But even
For all
then,
we know,
we're
he could
going
have lent
based
his
off
car
of
to his
what
best mate who's never done
they've
anything
said.
wrong.
He never got to go to trial, so we don't even know if he was the right person.
That's
The
They're
person-
saying about
I've been
him.
saying this from the beginning.
Yeah,
Queenie,
so
as
when
soon
they're
as you
saying
said,
that,
I've
I'm
been
not saying that
saying
the
this.
person.
I've been saying
Exactly.
this.
It's a
I think
typical.
if you say, you know, if he did what he did, yes, he deserved to go to prison for it. But we did not get to go to court. We did not get to see evidence. We did not get to
He
trial.
did not get the
this guy
justice
to
he
on the
even know he did
CCTV,
what they said
on the
he did.
The
CCTV.
fact, no, but Queenie, but don't you see how dangerous the media
It's
and
very,
how the
very
UK
dangerous
is?
because
Yeah,
you know, the
In
main
general,
reason.
they've said that he was guilty of a crime that he never actually got convicted
The
of.
main reason why I wanted to join this chat is because I remember you asked one of the girls, I can't remember her name, I think it was Kat. Did you see? Was it him on the CCTV? You
Said
can't
no.
even see his face on it. You
And
know where they're saying
she
that
didn't
they
understand the question he was asking her.
Right,
people
right.
like
But you
that
can't even
that they'll
see. You
have on the
can't
jury.
100% identify it was actually him. I can't see any facial features to say, yeah, okay.
Nothing.
You know
They
what?
would have
This was
circled
one.
it.
I
And
didn't
They would have
see it.
usually,
circled
yeah,
it.
that's true. And usually they would have pointed it out. I was just about to say, like, circled it and said by his legs or the way how he's limping. I just
No,
had
not
the
that.
feeling
It's
he's
not that.
speeding
And
It's not
another
here.
that.
thing that's
No,
making me
miss, it's
think
not
that
that.
all of this
Not
is
that.
a bit dodgy
They would
is
have
the fact
circled it
that
in the
all
story.
of this information that they're bringing out now could have saved this policeman from even getting any type of indictment of murder if it was really true. You guys are bringing this out after he's not been convicted. But
destroy
really,
his
truly, if
character.
this was 100% true information, you would have used it so that he doesn't even get to that point. It would have been justified. People would have moved on to the point where, okay, cool, this is what
And I
went down.
also
But they didn't use it. And now all of a sudden he's not been guilty and there's an uproar with the family. They've come out and now all of a sudden you guys are bringing all of these things, showing him at a
You're
club.
100%
or
right.
whoever you say it's him at the club, passing a gun. And then you show him shooting somebody, as you say it's him on the CCTV shooting somebody. All of these things have come and it's making people question, like, why didn't you say this at the beginning?
feel like-
This happened how many years ago?
And I feel like adding on to what you said, that's why they didn't show it live. They could have showed that case
100%.
live. They didn't. They chose not to.
100%.
Can you imagine a situation where this Chris guy had just chucked his kid to his mate who's never done a thing wrong?
I go on, Stan. Stan's got a good point. Go on, say that again, Stan.
Just so, can you imagine that, you know, Chris is in his house with his mates and he says, oh, mate, I can't be arsed driving home tonight. You take my car home. And he'd have chucked his keys to his best mate who's never done a thing wrong.
Nah, but separately with that, I would put his friend at fault for that as well.
You know what I mean? And
Come on now. No one can be involved in that
That's mad.
situation.
I can just lend some of my car and they can just die, bro. That's
No,
crazy.
I know. I do get what he's saying when he
At
says
least
that.
arrest me, bro.
No, I'm going to elaborate for what he means. Maybe he didn't come across correct. What he's trying to say with that, I think, don't bite my head off, but I think that if hypothetically speaking, the car was involved in the shooting, and he was borrowing his friend's car, then his friends to say, "Well, you know, man done something last night," and you know how it goes.
That could have been a rental vehicle, though.
Yeah, so I
There's
do.
no pre-warning about what that car could have been involved with. It's
But it
crazy.
could have been a rental vehicle. How do you know that?
I think it was a rental.
So you're basically trying to say it
So it
would
must
also
have
be
been
the friend's
of
fault.
course it was a rental.
The car was a rental. The car was a
car
rental.
was involved with,
But
and
you're
didn't
saying it
tell
would
my
also
man.
be the friend's fault
He-
if he took his
he's at
friend's
fault as
car.
well.
The
And
car
the
is a
police
rental.
shot him dead
The
without
car
doing
is a
their
rental.
due diligence.
You have completely missed
I don't
the
think
point.
he's saying that, but what I think he's trying to say is that
No,
if the
Mrs.
car
don't
was
speak for
involved
him.
in the shooting,
Yeah, but how did he know that, though?
Just supposing that car had been the wrongest car in Britain that night.
How would he know that? It's not his car.
what do you mean? How would he know that? If the
It's not his car.
I'm not saying that.
yeah,
I'm
but
just
you
saying
didn't hear what the friend
supposing.
just said. You didn't hear what the boy just said.
Yeah,
But it's not his car. It's a rental.
It's a
not his
rental,
car.
mate. Shut up and listen.
It's a rental.
Also, are you trying to say 1 minute?
Shut
'cause
your
I'm
mouth
just.
and open your ears, mate. All
Are
I'm
you
saying is, just supposing that car just supposing, just for a minute, let your imagination go wild, and that car was involved in the worst crime of the night, the day before. And the guy that committed that crime had the keys in his hand, and he said to his mate or somebody he knew, "Here, I can't be arsed driving that car home tonight. You take
My
it."
man takes the fall.
That could
Yeah,
have been
yeah.
the most innocent person in the world. He's never done a thing wrong. So he gets followed by the police. He gets rammed. He gets scared. He thinks, "Fucking hell, I need to get away."
Going on.
He gets shot.
But did the
What have you got to
police
say now?
know who they were looking for before they did the chase?
No, they didn't.
Did they know? That's my
The car they
question.
were only
Miss,
interested.
it's not. But that's not saying they contradicting themselves in the media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they was better off saying that they knew who it was than to show
Thank you.
the evidence before.
Because
So
if
they're
they
looking for
didn't
a
know
Whatever
killer.
who
So
it
they're looking for a
was, you're
murderer.
supposed
We
to do
either
your
don't know
due
no.
diligence.
Yeah, but it
The
was better
same way
enough to.
a doctor would go to prison for administering the wrong medication to the wrong person because he didn't do his due diligence.
But what I'm saying, Queenie, yeah, is that they was better enough saying that. Yeah, we knew who it was, even if he's
Yeah, that's
not.
What
what.
about
Yeah, I
that
agree with
Lucy
you.
It was
They're
better
better
off
off
to
that
say
saying
killed
that.
all
that
the babies? I mean,
because
It
she
was
got
better
to
off saying
prison.
that.
She got to live.
Wait, Val, I can't hear you properly.
your thing is a bit muffled.
I'm saying in Living Legend, if they would have said they knew who was in the car, then it would have put liability that the shooting was more of a murder than a manslaughter.
Yeah,
It makes
that's
sense.
why they did
So that
it.
was the little
I'll live you
loophole in the
still.
case.
I'll
Everything.
live
They're
you
covering
That was
still.
the
all
loophole in the
parts.
case. So basically, if
Yeah, the
I'm
loophole.
driving my car and I'm driving behind someone and I know I'm following him and I jump out and I kill him, that's murder. But
Yeah,
if I'm driving behind someone and there's an op and he stops at a light, he jumps out and says, "Right, what are you saying?" And I'm saying, "That's manslaughter. That's not murder."
I'll live you still.
I didn't know it was him. He
But
didn't
either
know it was
way,
me. So I didn't do it on purpose. It's not a purpose.
it.
I didn't have the
Nailed
intent
it.
to get him. So that's the reason why they didn't say that. You get a Living Legend. So
I'm
even
with
if
you
they did know
100%,
it was
bro.
Chris Kaba, not because what you don't have to understand, yeah. Let me just put this out there to you lot, yeah. And you lot might not know this, yeah. You see, if you are in a gang in South London and you're in a top gang, as they said he was, the feds know your face, brother.
Yeah, and your name
You
and
can
your
wear
address.
20 valleys, the feds know your face, brother. Yeah, they've got you on the board in the police station, yeah, and they've got all your associates, yeah. If the feds saw him, they knew who it was, bro. If they saw his face, they knew, oh shit, that's Itch. That's what they said. Oh shit, that's Itch, bro. They said, don't lie, follow him now. He's a madman. You know it? That's a madman still. And you, man, get ready. We might have to ban him, you know, because he's a madman. He's a madman. Ban him in his head. Brother, don't give him a chance because he's known for doing the badness. He's known. He's a known GG. Trust me. That's why they brought up, bro. I saw on Sky News they were playing drill songs.
Yeah, so Red, that's what I'm trying to show you, yeah. You see what it is? They've literally capitalized off their intelligence on their end. That's what it was. They capitalized.
Listen.
But we need to expose
Listen,
it, right?
I'm going to get off now and give somebody else some space. It's been great talking to you guys, and all I want to say
Thanks,
is,
Dan.
please don't judge everybody by colour and creed. We're all human beings. I've got some really, really good mates, and I don't even see what colour they are. They're just my mates.
Big up to you, Stan, man. Big up to you.
In our lives.
Big up to you, Stan, man. Big up to you. Thank you for coming through, man, and dropping some knowledge, man. Thank you.
Again, I don't think the guy deserved to lose his life. I think he may deserve to get locked up, but I don't think he deserved what he got. So yeah,
I agree. I agree with you.
All right, my friend. Yeah. Stay strong.
Take care, Stan, man. Have a good night.
All right, you take care.
If he has done something, he means if he has done something, then he deserves to be locked up. If he has.
He deserves to go to trial and be proven and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, you take care, guys, and listen. Let's be safe. Let's look after each other and care about each other, eh? That's what's more important.
Yeah, big up, Stan. Big up.
All right, cheers, guys.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one, 100%.
Do you see where I'm going? So
100%.
whether we say the feds knew who was in that car, bro, and I can 100% identify because if they were driving on the ends, yeah, because he was in New Park, so he was in his ends. You think the armed feds don't know the man that's on the ends? Are you not all right? Come on, man. You're not from South London. Trust me, you don't know how the game goes. I know how the game goes.
In the UK,
I've seen feds come out of
don't
cars.
even walk around with.
I'm saying I've seen feds come out on Seaport Pills blocks and start rapping their lyrics while they're searching them.
No, it's real.
I've seen it with my own eyes.
Everyone's got their experience.
Definitely.
Especially on New Park. New Park is bait. Anyone who knows New Park Road, it's the baitest strip in South London. Like one of the baitest. New Park. The feds knew who it was, bro. They knew. They knew what they were doing. They took him out. That was it. Done.
You followed the car from
Especially, I agree with that. Especially if it's the normal ones that go around that area. You know, like you got the ones that's designated to that area. They know who they're dealing with.
They know, man. One look at you, they're like, oh shit, there's my man. They're spinning the whip. They're spinning. I'm
and
telling you.
And if they don't know, they got a very good idea.
I know what you mean.
Oh, that's my man. Look.
Just the fact.
Yeah,
They justified the murder.
That's it.
Remember, them
Justified the murder.
police around South London, them police have got their designated areas, you know. So you have the one for Brixton Hill, New Park, you'd have the ones for Brixton, you'd have the ones for Tulsill, you'd have the ones for Norwood. Do you understand? They even though they all correspond with each other, you have the ones designated just to drive around and see what on. They had a rough idea who they were dealing with.
I was look. I pulled out of I pulled out of Tulsill, and I saw armed feds drive past me. Yeah, and I said they're gonna stop me. I said it to the person in the car. I said they're gonna stop me. Watch. I'm driving on the road. The feds pulled over. Anyone knows what Tulsill is? I drove past the library, and they went where the bus stop was, and they stopped. And I said, yeah, they're gonna stop me. So I'm driving past them
in High Trees,
and then past High Trees. Yeah, like you're driving to Brixton. It's the lower Tulsill where the Tesco's is on the right. They're driving behind me. I got to where the old Brockwell Primary School. Who knows what Brockwell Primary School is? The old school Brockwell Primary School. They stopped me. They pulled Jubilee. They pulled me over right there. Jumped out. One of them pointing the gun at me. I'm saying, well, what's going on? They're like, yeah, we're stopping you. I'm saying, for what? Yeah, where's your license? Where's your insurance? I always jump out the car. I never stay in the car. I'm smart. I always jump out. I don't know why. I've just got this thing. I always jump out. I always jump out the car. I never stay in the car. I'm smart. I always jump out. No, you weren't mad. You weren't mad. But I'm saying, I always jump out. So I jumped out now. They're asking me for my license and shit. And I'm like, well, I'm going to say, this is what they said. They said it. They were real. They said the realest. This is them. You're driving in Tulsill. There's a lot of shootings that happen in this area and stabbings. So, yeah, we're stopping you. And they stopped me. I said, all right, cool. They gave me my thing. Told me about, your tints are too dark. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. I'll fix it in the morning. They're like, yeah, you're going to get stopped again if they see you. I said, all right, cool, no problem. Let me go. And I went about my business. But even then, I just saw them and I knew I was getting stopped because of the area that I was in. They probably thought my face looked like somebody's face that was involved in stuff. So they just pulled me. I'm not a criminal, but they thought in their minds I was somebody. So this is what happens a lot of times with a lot of young black men. So when we're saying that they didn't know who they was, they knew who was driving that car. They knew, but they just, it was a thing now, like, we don't care.
Justification.
I'm saying, they don't care.
So, just to gauge the topic of conversation, do people think the killing was not justified, or do you think not?
It was more than justified. It was more than justified, man.
Yeah, I think personally that upon watching the video, he got stopped. There were blue lights flashing. There were guns pointed at him, M16s pointed at him, and I grew up in South London as well. If you see SO19, if you see them police there, these are the top police within and they're just not normal police. They don't come up for just anyone. So when you see these police, just a warning, you do what they say. They don't even talk to you nicely. They are switching, they're swearing, and they're going off, they're sounding off on you. Just get the fuck on the floor. Whatever they're going to say, they're going to say. I think Chris underestimated the situation. I think he thought they were just pussies and he could just drive past and get out of the situation and not really take it seriously. And I asked people this question, if he was in America, would he do that? Or if he was somewhere else where the police are a little bit more ruthless, would he even attempt to drive off like that?
Yeah, I thought you probably don't recognize.
So what we're saying is because he attempted to drive off, he deserved to get shot. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, bro.
Nah, I don't think so. That's not how the criminal justice law works. No, sorry.
I'm saying what I'm saying. There's an element of risk that you can be shot by these police, because at the end of the day, if you are a terrorist and you drive off in a car, do you expect them to just leave you alone?
Okay, but he wasn't a terrorist, though, was he?
There's no
I'll say this to you.
These are the same police.
You shot up a nightclub, bro. You shot up a nightclub.
I just like to say this to everyone, yeah? You know, you see, do you remember that video? You remember that video of the youth that was getting stabbed in the car?
No, it's not. He's shooting up a nightclub and then lifting back.
I'm just going to say this to everyone, yeah? Everybody has a say on what they would do in a situation until they're in that situation. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face, bro. Everybody is a bad man until they get punched in the face. Everyone could do martial arts for 6 months, but when you get punched in your face, it's all over the place. Let me just tell you something. I'm telling you, armed feds are so greasy, your heart drops. You think that you're gonna die, bro. Like, I'm saying that you think you're gonna. You could be the baddest man in the world, but when them guns, you see little lasers in your face. Bro. You're like, bro, what's going on? No, move.
You're trying to murder me.
But wasn't that his life though? That was his life though.
When the red dots are hitting your forehead or all over your body, because that's what they had the red dots, just like to let you know. I don't know if you watched the video. Do you watch the video of the dots?
Everyone's seen it.
Yeah. You see the red lasers? You ever had red lasers pointed on you? I haven't, but I know that I'll be pooing myself if I did. Yeah, because I'd be like, oh damn, these men are serious. This is real life. This ain't the ops. This is real life. So at that split second, you're not thinking, oh, you know what, armed feds, these guys are very serious. Let me just pull over to the side. You're thinking, brother, let me get out of this situation. But regardless, even if
how do you get
don't shoot me in the head.
Bro, can I ask you a question, bro?
Forget the fact that it's the police. Forget the fact that it's the police. If you were in any situation where you know if you don't leave, you're gonna die, what are you gonna do?
Let me ask the question.
Wait. Let's go back. The UK does not have a high incidence of shooting people on road. It's just not. It's not common.
Mark Duggan.
One second, everyone.
Don't say that just because now social media become a big thing.
Everyone, 1 second. It's very important.
Let's think.
One second.
We don't have a high incidence of.
1 second, bro. Listen.
Can I ask a question?
Listen, 1 second. Everyone needs to start changing the word here. Use unaliving and use that pew, and just murder in it because they'll flag it in it. They'll flag the live.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool. I got a question for the host. Yeah, like this guy was about that life, man. He lived by the sword, died by the sword, man. This guy was beating other man. He was shooting his weapon, you know. So I don't get why would he be scared? Why would he be scared of a weapon that he uses, you know? So.
Why would you be scared of dying?
Oh, did you know?
No, but he literally shoots up others, bro. He literally shoots up others. Why is he scared now?
Did you know him?
Bro, it's literally he's been arrested before for.
Nah, you're just chatting it, man.
Bro, he got arrested like 3 times for a gun. Like,
did you know him?
What do I know him?
Did you know? You're gonna answer the question.
I don't need to know him, bro. He shot up people.
Right, so you're saying it based off of what everybody else is
saying. By the sword, die by the sword.
Did you know him?
Is the assumption.
Okay, let me tell you.
Did you know him? Stop stereotyping. We've spent a whole hour talking about stereotyping.
What do you mean stereotyping?
Yeah, you are.
Unfortunately,
he got locked up for
Did you know him personally? If you didn't, be quiet.
Listen up. This is not about your emotions, yeah? He had been locked up. He had been locked up before for shooting.
Okay, and you know him, Dia. Doesn't matter. Yeah,
and now he shot up someone in a nightclub. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
He didn't
he needs to go through the justice system, doesn't he? He needs to be trialed, doesn't he? He does not need to be killed.
He didn't want to be. He didn't want to be trialed. He thought he could escape.
He didn't do nothing at a nightclub. If he done
he would have escaped and been alive, but obviously
the police. Bro, he didn't want to go on trial. He didn't want to go on trial. So
you spoke to him, did you? Did you speak to him then, did you?
Explain to me how do you escape from SO19 when they got guns pointed at you? What's your method of escape there? What do you think? What do you think you're gonna do? How are you gonna escape?
That doesn't really matter, does
it? It does matter. No,
he didn't escape. How would he answer that question?
He didn't actually need to get shot. That's the whole point of what we're saying.
I don't know why you come on alive.
Explain to me. I've got SO19. I'm boxed in. I've got SO19 pointing their guns at me. Explain to me, how do I escape that situation alive?
One thing that I've learned. One thing I know about people in general.
Explain to me how I escape.
One thing I know is that you can never ever say
simple question. Could you answer the question?
When you're not in the situation, isn't it? Because when you're in that split second of the moment,
how would you? I think the question is, how would you escape?
How would you escape that situation?
That for us, then we would like to know.
Let me ask you a question.
If you answer the question, then
let me ask you a question.
How do I escape?
Yeah, how would you escape, love?
I put my fucking hands up and I'm like, I surrender.
And they shoot you, then what? So you put your hands up, you come out the car, you put your hands up, your hands are behind your back, and they shoot you, then what? Then what? Then you won't be on the live.
Listen, people are still been unalive for that situation.
No, we're in this country. Name one.
I said name one.
Name one. It's not America. Name one in the UK where it's happened. I can even remember someone being shot mistakenly. He's probably Charles de Menezes in the Stockwell Tube Station. But this doesn't happen in the UK like that. So stop it. It doesn't happen. Name another time this has happened.
What are you saying? Mistaken identity? Is that what you're saying?
Name another time this has happened apart from Mark Duggan and Chris.
You just named it though.
You just named it. It happens like once every decade, bro.
But you said it don't happen, and you just named
It happens once every decade, man. You need to relax.
You just said there's no one that has happened to in the UK, and you just named names.
Another
So you look like a
cruddy guy
hypocrite.
who done madness on road. If
But
you don't
you just said it doesn't happen to no one in the UK, and I should name names. But you literally just name names.
Within
You're
how
not
many
making
years?
no
How many
sense.
years ago was Mark Duggan?
But you just said
was years ago.
you just said to me.
Is that 10 years ago?
But you just said
it was almost 10 years ago.
It was more than 10 years ago.
13 years ago, man. And then Charles de Menezes was like another 5 years ago before
But
that.
you just said it don't happen to no one, and I should name
You're saying
names.
it don't happen.
I'm
So
giving
because
you
it doesn't happen
no
in
sense.
the that it happens in America, we shouldn't talk about it.
I'm saying
but
it does, it's not.
have a
It's
problem
not.
with it.
I'm sorry, but it's not. It's not an enough of occurrence that happens here for us to have this discussion. Like
You just said it's never happened
Right,
in the
so
UK.
but it's
bro.
just happened, love.
Bro,
So
I'm
it's
saying
just
so
happened.
bad.
It's
Exactly.
just happened.
No, you just told me
happened,
it's
mate.
never
2024.
happened in the UK.
Yo, Kavitas.
You just told me it's never happened in the UK, and you told me to name names, and you named the names. That don't make no sense.
Sorry, I can't hear you, mate.
SO19, those police only come out for the worst of the worst. If there's a terrorist situation and that terrorist is driving a car, and just to say, for example, it is.
Oh, so we're calling him a terrorist now. Don't make me laugh.
Wait a minute.
Do
So what
not make me laugh,
who do you
mate.
think
You
comes out?
don't understand English, bro. Listen, you don't understand English.
Wait. Who do you think comes? What police do you think comes out if there's a terrorist like that? Who do you think?
Yeah, but you don't
Can I
understand
just ask
English,
you a
though.
question?
Who do you
So
think comes out?
terrorists
Is it going to
normally
be strapped?
have
Is it going to be armed police
terrorists
or armed
normally
police?
have hostages.
Listen, you don't
Where was
understand
his
English,
hostage?
mate.
What do you mean terrorists
Where
normally
was
have
his
hostages? What do
hostage?
you mean?
Where was his hostage? If he's a
What do you mean
terrorist, where
terrorist?
was
That
his
is so
hostage?
ridiculous.
Nowhere,
Yeah, but you don't
because he weren't
understand
a
English,
terrorist.
though.
So can you stop the yap because it's getting boring now?
No. You stop
It's getting
that.
boring.
Let me
It's
just
getting
say,
boring.
let
We're
me
over it.
just
We're going to the next level. The next level is we want justice. We want justice.
Nobody here
He should not have
actually
been shot.
disagrees
End
with
of
the
story.
fact that if
What
he
do you
did
mean we?
something wrong,
Kavitas,
he
you're literally Indian, man.
deserved to go
What do
to
you mean?
prison. But we're
Oh,
just
how do
saying
you know
he
I'm
didn't
Indian, mate?
deserve to die.
You literally say it's Indian on your Instagram.
I'm not Indian, actually.
Look, I'm not. No
I'm
one's
Indian
saying that. No,
Pakistani.
I don't. I think you're.
Yeah, but listen, G-man, you don't
Indian
understand
Pakistani,
English.
yeah.
You said to me,
But
you said
what
to
has that got to
me,
do with anything?
wait,
Stop
I can't
stereotyping.
one second.
Pakistani, man. You need to relax. Stop
You ain't the
begging us,
goat.
bro.
You wish you were the goat. You look
Stop
nothing like the
begging it.
goat.
Stop begging it,
Like,
man.
G-man, you're not making no sense
stop
at
acting
all.
like
You
a
said to
monkey,
me,
mate.
it's never
Get a
happened in
real
the
What do you mean
UK.
you want justice, bro?
Get
There's
a
no
real
Names.
profile, mate. Get your real
Relax.
picture on it.
There's no
Get your
justice.
real
bro.
picture on it,
I
mate.
rarely
Show your
can't
face
hear
properly,
you.
love.
Rare, we can't hear you. Rare, we can't hear you.
Your host, we can't hear you.
Can't
We
hear
can't
you.
hear you.
You're mute, man. Or you did that on purpose.
So man, then listen, everyone,
Alright.
practice stoicism. Yeah, control them emotions. Yeah, we're not meant to be
I'm
living
getting
like big
sick of
girls.
this, mate.
Yeah,
1 minute
let's
he's a
control
terrorist,
ourselves.
1 minute he's this. I'm getting sick of it.
Let's start this. I
go
want
one at a
to raise
time.
an issue with everyone.
No, one at
here.
a time.
I'll raise an issue with you. Do you think media has played a role in covering up this murder?
Yeah.
And is this the first time they've done something similar to this?
No. They've done it loads of times.
The media hasn't played the role.
First of all, it was a murder. So
The judge in the case put an injunction so that nothing about his past can be released until after the case was settled. He didn't want the case to be biased, so they held back everything that was involved. So his criminal history, his past, everything was all held back. What happened in the case, the video footage, everything was held back until trial happened, so there could be a fair trial, and there would be no prejudices to the jury.
That's what they said, didn't it?
Of course, but that's how the system works.
Well, how's it going to be a fair trial if he's dead? He can't even defend himself.
How the system works.
So
I know how the
it's gonna
system works.
be
You don't
lawful
know how the
then?
system works.
Only when it suits them, isn't it?
Uneducated. I know how the
How do
system
you know how
works.
the system
It's got
works? How
nothing
do
to
you
do
know
with
how the system works?
education. How do you know that is how the system works?
Because that's how the system works. That's how it's
How do you know how the
And do you
system
know what?
works?
That is
That
a clear
comes into it
example
works.
of somebody that has not experienced the injustices of the system to certain type of people. I have not experienced it, but I've seen other people experience it. I've been on the road where I've seen
I'm not
children
saying-
in secondary
Called
schools
empathy,
being
mate. You need to
harassed
get
just
them.
because of the fact. So I don't know where you
What
come across
secondary
that.
school?
And this is the problem. I think it will never ever get sorted, Rare, if we don't actually face the fact that these issues are going on. Where there's a thing where
I
this
think they're
one
bigger issues. I don't think these issues here. I think this is. I say UK is one of the best countries in the world for black people, and I feel like we have
Literally, they're
to
begging it, bro. Why are they
to make
begging
it.
it, man?
Oh,
They're so beggish, man.
No. You know what? This is actually good because it's good to have like somebody
It's
like
like
this
it's
that
a
has
really
this
good
kind of
country. I don't
viewpoint.
understand. I think we have too much of a victim mentality.
One sec. Tell me
Literally,
the
bro.
countries
How
that
they
you visited
complaining,
in the
bro?
world that you can actually play this opinion, because it's good to make this assumption, but if you have never lived in other countries, how can you actually make that assumption?
Well, I have, for
he's
example,
lived in
bro.
every country, that's why.
No,
I've lived in
I'm
other
asking G-Man.
countries.
I'm asking G-Man.
I've
G-Man,
been
what countries have you lived in?
I've been.
No, I said what countries have you lived in?
I've been
lived.
all over Europe.
No, I said lived, not been. I said lived.
Wait,
You
Not
can't
holiday,
understand
love, live.
Wait. I've experienced loads of different countries. I've lived in the
Oh
States. I've
my
lived in
God.
Nigeria. I've lived in South Africa. I've done some time in Italy. I've done some time in France.
Yeah, you lived in Afghanistan.
I've done
You've
some
been
time
there.
in Belgium and Holland.
You've been Middle East.
I'm saying to you.
Yo, you been to Middle East or not?
In Europe, I'm not speaking to you. I'm speaking.
Yeah,
right now.
I'm asking a question though.
I'm still speaking, and I finished. And after I finish, you can have your say.
Well, I can technically talk over you if I wanted, but
No,
that's
it's
rude.
So I'm
begging,
speaking.
man.
If you want to talk over me, then you can't have
No,
have
that'd
a
be
dialogue.
rude. I'm not a rude person.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me finish. So for me, in my experience, I say Europe. In Europe, especially in Europe, I say London is the best place for black people, hands down. And I don't think anyone can dispute. You can become anything you want to be in London as a black person.
Where are you from? Where are you from, G-Man?
Are you black?
Where am I
Sorry.
from? I grew up in Peckham.
No, I said like family-wise. Where's your
I'm
background?
Nigerian.
So you don't believe Nigeria is a better place for black people than London is?
I didn't say that. I said in Europe.
No, you changed the goalpost. You said London is the best place
understand
for
English.
black
I
people.
told you.
Yeah, changed it. You did change it.
You don't understand
I
English.
said that's what I said. I said Europe. I said
Now,
Europe.
let me put this. Hey, G-Man, let me put this out there to you.
No, man.
There was a few months ago,
Coconut.
if you remember, yeah. Do you remember when
Don't understand.
there was race riots and all that? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do you remember what was going on at that time?
Yes, there was people putting out fake narratives on X, and then the NF went out. But that's not to withstand that. If you went to places like Walthamstow, you had a bag of man that were like defending the block. If you was down in Harrow, all the Muslim lot were out there marching as well.
You're not, hey, G-Man, you're not understanding what I'm saying. You said it's the best place for black people in
Absolutely.
Europe. Yeah?
I stand on that, hands down.
No problem. Look, everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm not here to I'm not here to refute your opinion. What I'm here is to open your eyes to something a little bit different. You said it's that way for them people, but you see the people that live up north in remote places, argument's sake, Middlesbrough, I don't know, all these weird Lancashire and all this, I don't know these ends, But do you think at that time it was really good for black people living in them remote areas?
Yorkshire.
I think, but I said, okay, I'm going to answer the question. I said London is one of the best places in
You
Europe.
said the UK. What are you talking? You don't understand English.
UK's even got a good standard, but obviously certain areas are a little bit more, they're a little bit.
You didn't say that before. You said you believe the UK.
Bro, he's not going to give you every detail, man. It's a generalization. Stop crying, man.
No. I'm literally letting him understand.
Stop crying like a little girl, man.
Do you see heavy?
It's like a little bit less diverse in other areas, but not to and there's still opportunities there. Some people are still surviving. Birmingham's got a thriving community, so is Manchester. Liverpool's a little bit diverse. Okay, you got some other places like Newcastle, Sunderland. Maybe you're gonna have, it's not gonna be as diverse.
What about Cardiff?
You can say anything because they're gonna face some more adversity, but notwithstanding, you
so
are
just
in London.
Contradicted what you said earlier.
You don't understand English. I told you.
Notwithstanding, in London, as a black man, you can be wherever you want. You can make it, and that is the bottom line. It's just your.
Do you believe? So G-Man, let me break this down to you. Do you believe me that in London, racism is not as open, but it's very what's that word? There's a word that I'm trying to find. It's very covert. So I'll give you an example. You can be whatever you want to be, and I will teach my children, and I'll believe this myself. But there's only to a certain level, man.
Only to where they want you.
Once you get to a certain level, if you're not going to them PDD parties and getting down with that freaky stuff, you ain't getting to that next level, brother.
And you don't know enough, my friend. and we need to look. We need
So
to
how
look.
do you, so what makes you so different to everyone else?
Yeah, because if you were to get a high position in like a company, it's
What
because
makes
they
you so
need that
different to everyone
diversity.
else?
And
What
it's not
makes
really
you so
male.
different to everyone else?
G-Man, what makes you so different? What makes
What
you
makes
so...
you so different to
I'm
everyone
not
else?
different. I'm just like you. I'm just like you. I'm just not. I don't limit myself to what I can see. I don't limit myself to I can only reach this level. No. My brain is I see. I don't limit. No, that's the difference.
So we're not saying that other people are limiting themselves.
Can
We're
I
saying
ask
that
you a
the
question,
society.
What makes you so different? You don't understand English, man.
Can I ask
What
you a
makes me? It doesn't
question?
make nothing. I'm not different to anyone. I'm just saying I don't limit
Can I
myself
ask
to
a
saying
question
that
to you,
I don't make
G-Man?
these questions ever limit myself. Go on, ask me a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, so in your opinion, in your honest opinion, do you believe Mr. Kaba deserved to die?
I didn't say. I've
No,
already said.
just a yes or no.
I've
Just a
already
yes
said.
or no.
I've already said this, and I said I don't believe he deserved. No one
So
deserves
it's
to
just a
die.
no then. So it's just a
No
no.
then.
That's what
No
we've
then.
all been
But
saying. That's what I'm trying to say.
what I'm trying to say, but let me land. Let me finish my
So
statement.
how's the UK not? How's London the best place for black people then? If you just admit there's a no, it don't make no sense,
My friend,
bro.
live in legacy. Have you lived in any country apart from
But
London?
you're not
I
listening to what you're
don't think
saying,
it
bro.
is right
Remember,
when
you're around a
you
lot of
made
people right
color
now.
code.
What you're saying is not making no sense. You just said that London is the best place for black people. You
It
believe, but
is.
you
That man
disagree.
is
You
right.
disagree.
It
You just
is.
started getting unalived. That don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, bro.
Name me somewhere else in Europe that's better than London.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm
Who
not saying
cares
London's
about
better.
Europe?
I'm a more of a glass half full type of person. I'm not looking at all the negativity. Yeah, Chris Kaba got shot because
I can tell. You don't let any negativity. Look, you live in a bubble, yeah?
No
G-Man,
sense.
you live in a bubble. You don't let no
No, I
negativity
just want
into
to
your
uplift you.
space.
I don't think you guys should be. You guys are always looking at the worst side of things. The police
It's
here are not as
We're
bad
trying
as
to.
police.
We're
You know,
not.
I'm from Nigeria.
So because they're not as bad, we should basically accept that. This is a one-off. It happens every 10 years.
It's not as bad. It's definitely not as bad. It's not as bad. It's definitely better than
You
it
said
was
it's the
ever.
best place for black people, but you just
Absolutely,
disagreed
it's the
because
best black
Kaba
people.
getting
One of the best
unalived.
places
That don't make
in
no sense. It don't make no
how
sense
can
what you
you not
just said.
say, bro? It's one of the best places
I
in
believe
London's one of
I
the best
believe this
places in
guy
London for
G
black
is
people. It's like,
right.
hands down.
London is the best place for many people. The police
Said
here.
black people are.
He said black people
You said
are
black people are.
Everybody. I'm sorry. He's right. Yeah, he's right. It is the best place for every person.
He said,
Kaba,
but he said
He said
black
every
people.
person. He said black
Black
people.
people, bro.
one
You
minute.
don't understand
Kaba could
English,
have
bro.
been living. Kaba could have been living today if he had just put his hands out and surrendered. He didn't.
And
But
what if he got shot?
What about George Floyd?
Okay, so you're telling me.
Let's talk about. So the
let me
next
say
thing.
something.
So the next
No
thing
matter
you're gonna
what he
say.
would have
So the
done,
next
it
thing
was
you're gonna
coming to
say
smoking.
is Osama bin Laden
No,
should have not been
God.
shot dead
You
in
went mad. You went mad.
Pakistan.
You went mad.
Stop
No,
that
you
thing,
went
man.
mad. No, you went mad. You went mad. I can't have that
You
talk
went
in
mad.
my
You
life.
went mad, man.
Listen,
No, I'm not.
listen. I have nothing to do with what he was just saying.
100%.
I need to make very clear right now. Police, whoever, scientists, whoever's out there, I don't know what that guy's on. I don't even know him. I've never met him before.
Same.
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know about no names that he just mentioned.
I reckon.
Keep
Can
the
I say something?
conversation going, please.
Can I
Let's
say
keep
something
going.
quickly? Yeah. G-Man, this is just something I wanted to clarify with you, yeah, because I feel like you contradict yourself a lot, yeah. So I'm just gonna say this to you. You said that you believe London is first you said the UK, now you want to switch and say London is the best place for black people. Yeah, cool. But you disagree with Chris Kaba being unalived. So how does that make sense?
One anecdotal incidence of someone being shot doesn't mean that this is the worst. It's a bad place for everybody else. What about all the kids in uni doing fantastically well? Loads of
You said
people
that.
working.
You trying to go down? You see? He thinks he's smart.
I big up G-Man. G-Man does it. G-Man's on a positive wave. Wait. G-Man is on a positive wave. And everything is fluffy in his world. We can do anything if we put our minds to it. Let's put down 10 bags right now to start my new business. Yeah?
G-Man,
G-Man, are you putting up that 10 bags for me?
No, G-Man's a legend.
G-Man, you're the positive guy, bro. Put up that 10 bags for me, bro. I need that 10 bags, bro. Let's be the positive mind.
It's not that bad out here. There's worse place to live. I'm telling you now.
You just contradicted yourself, bro.
How have I contradicted myself? You have given me one anecdotal incident of a person being
You're looking mad. G-Man, you're looking mad.
Can we let Queenie talk, please?
Can I ask G-Man a question?
Yeah.
If we were like our community, the black community, are we more likely to have that talk with our children about how to approach a situation with police than white people?
It depends on how you bring up your child. Depends what area you live in.
No, I'm just saying in general.
I thought London was
It's got
safe.
nothing to do with the area. I'm
Yeah,
saying
it
in
depends on what
general.
part of London you
Are
live in. If
we
you live
more
in Peckham and stuff
likely?
like that, yeah, there might be.
I didn't say it's a general question. Are we more likely
I really can't hear you, bro.
to have that conversation with our children, especially our boys, compared to white people?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
So
Everyone.
thank you. It's just a yes or no question.
Yes.
So how is it that this country is much better for black people than any other? I'm a bit confused.
You don't look. You're not gonna look mad now, man. You're not gonna look mad.
Are you really gonna have your blinkers on? I mean, it's like what
I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying that people are going to assume that their children are going because we're black, our children are going to be into crime. But I'm saying, are we more likely to have that conversation?
I'm saying in general, people are still dying to come to this country every single day.
I get that.
We have this opportunity.
But is it the best place? Your statement was that it's the best place for black people. It's one of the best places for black people.
Yes, it is, and I'll stand on that 100 times.
Okay, but in the sense that you agree, in this country.
You're picking out incidental things that are happening. I'm telling you, there's loads of people doing fantastic things in this country. There's people
We're not talking about that. We're talking specifically about Mr. Kaba.
A lot of these black
This
children
whole
that their parents have had to
is
talk with them
regarding
have also
Mr.
done well, but
Kaba.
they
We're
still
not
got
on
the talk,
about the
right?
rest of the whole of the bloody
Yeah,
nation.
that's some politics.
That's different.
That's some politics that you got to discuss in some next. Like, do you know what I mean? We're actually talking about Chris Kaba as topic.
I think these days people are trying to give too much of a grey area, and there's certain things that are just completely black and white.
He's trying to look smart. He's trying to look smart, and we're just telling him questions that make him look like he's.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically trying to say. I get where you're coming from. Don't get me wrong. I believe that there's a lot of.
How does that even make sense?
Because you contradict yourself twice.
Where did I contradict myself?
G-Man, I believe what you're saying, that there is a lot of opportunities for us in this country. However, to say the statement of you saying that this is one of the best places for us, I don't agree with, because there's a lot of people that come here, especially.
One of the best
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
There's a lot of people that come here, and to even get through, like you said, that you don't let no one limit you. To be honest, I think a lot of people, especially black people and people of the minority, don't want to be limited to nothing. They've got a high standard of everything, and if that comes from everybody, from the Indians, the Pakistanis, the black people. We're all like that. We come here and we want to do the best for ourselves, right? Yeah. But my thing is, do you know how many people then have certain issues, then have certain situations that bring them down only due to the fact of what they look like in this country? And we're not talking about police, we're not talking about, just in general.
Just everyday life.
I'd like to stand on that. London is one of the best places for black people in England as well.
Oh my days.
And this is
so I told her, what do you believe?
I'm mixed.
Okay,
and
but
I don't even live in
that's not
London.
mixed. You're either black or you're white, mate.
But no people class as black, and some people don't even.
You're either black or you're white.
I would say, I would say I'm black.
Okay, then. So.
And I live outside of London, so I can see it firsthand.
Okay, but
before you said you was mixed, and that clearly shows that you don't know exactly who you are. That's
and the fact that you're saying in London, I get that, because there's you're more likely to have like your own community. Like, let's say, G-Man, you're from Nigeria, your family will find like a lot of Nigerian people in certain areas in London, and they will be able to build a community just due to the fact that they're from the same area. The same way I'm from Ghana, my mum was able to come and she built a community from the Ghanaian community. I get that, but I'm saying from everybody. I'm not talking about just my community. I'm not talking about just the Ghanaian community. I'm not talking about just the community you've come from. I'm talking about in general, every single person, every single ethnicity. Is it best for black people?
It's a good country.
Yes or no?
No, it's a yes or no question. I'm not talking about our community.
I'm saying everybody has an opportunity here. If you put your head down, you can find what you're looking for. That you're not limited. You don't have difficulty.
But I'm not saying that you're limited. I'm not saying that you're limited.
Clearly,
I'm not saying nothing about limitation.
You wasn't even given the right to go to trial, mate. This is what we're talking about.
Let's butt into what you guys are saying. Can you guys also tell me why London isn't the best in England for black people?
Wait,
No,
say
what
that
I'm
again?
trying to
in terms of
say,
why it's
I'm
not
not
one of the
saying,
best.
but I clearly just said I
You've
understand
got to
why you
go
said
there.
London because I'll be able to find someone from my community.
Do you
Where
agree
I'm
with the
coming
statement then,
from.
right?
But no, I don't agree with the statement because I'm
So
talking
that's what
about.
I'm saying. Why
I'm
do you
talking
not
about
agree
because
with
in
it?
London there's not only Ghanaians there's not only Nigerians there's every single
It's every
ethnicity.
single ethnicity that lives in
We're talking
London.
about the
That's what she's talking
masses. Yeah,
about.
we're not
I
talking about
know
the
there's everyone,
minority.
but I'm saying
Wait, let's hear what he's
out
got to
in
say.
London, in England, London is one of the best places to live as a black
Or,
person.
okay,
Absolutely.
so
But you're
so
not
can I ask you a
black, you're
question?
mixed. So how can
Yeah.
you say
Yeah.
that? God
No, he said
Well,
he
sake.
one
doesn't
minute
know
I'm
what he is
black,
because
and
he
now
said
you're saying I'm mixed.
no. That's what came out your mouth. That's what came out your mouth.
Yeah, because if I said I was black, what color would you actually think? Would you think I was
Clearly, you
mixed, or
don't
would
know
you
your
Well,
think I
we'd
was
want
full
the
brown?
truth.
clearly you don't know your ethnicity because you're saying you're mixed one second and you're saying you're black 1 second. So clearly you
Because
don't
you
know your
guys just tried
ethnicity.
to correct me by saying black.
No, you corrected
No,
yourself.
but you
There's a
contradict
difference.
yourself in your last statement previously about
Okay,
20 minutes ago
regardless
as
of my
well.
ethnicity,
It
can you
seems to
answer
be
the question?
When
contradiction.
you say you're
But
mixed, do you mean you're black and
he doesn't know.
your
He
mum and your
doesn't
dad's
I
know.
know
black
what
and
he
your
is.
mum's white?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he
that's why I
doesn't
said by
know.
mix.
No, but
Well,
he doesn't
brother,
know because
you're
now you're
black.
saying he's black.
You're black, brother.
I
Yeah, but
just
he
gave
didn't know.
clarity in it. But regardless, my color doesn't matter. At the end of the day,
You're the one
the
who
question
mentioned it.
still
I didn't
stands.
ask you about it.
Nah. I'm saying for these man.
Yeah,
The
but you said
question
that
still
like 3
stands.
times though.
Why is London not one of the best places in England for black people?
Let me think. Mr. Kaba got shot.
Because of this
Or
topic.
So you've named one
let me
incident
just
or one
think.
rate.
Well,
You
No,
I can
guys
tell
not
you
one
why.
class
I
as a
can tell you
racist
why
incident.
it's
incident,
not.
right?
What about that 10-year-old who got knifed up? What was it, April, May this year?
Let me tell you why it's
Oh,
not.
hold
Let me
on.
tell you
You
why
know
What
it's
what's,
about
not.
that?
you know what's
Black
so
boy.
funny?
Got
One
killed,
second,
mate.
And that was a
one second.
racist
What do
incident,
you
right?
think
Talks is
about
back.
that, Ajala?
One sec. Red Talks is back. Let me just break this down. And let me tell you why it's not. Nowadays, you don't have to worry about just your son getting stabbed or shot. You got to worry about your daughter getting murdered by a policeman. Now, I don't know anywhere in the world where policemen go around thinking, you know what, let me just go and pick up a woman off the road and just murder her. How many women have been abused, murdered, and killed by police officers? So now look, London's so safe. But my mum called me, when Chris Kaba got killed, my mum called me, you know, she said, son, if they pull you over, please just stop. Don't let them shoot you and kill you. I'm
But
like,
people still
mum,
been unalive though.
I said to my mum, yeah, I said, mum, if I die, I'm gonna die one day. So no matter how they take me, they're gonna take me. That's the kind of talk I'm giving my mum, so she just got reassurance. Because the old woman's stressing about me. She's calling all of her sons. Please, if they pull you over, just stop. Don't let them shoot you and kill you. Please, son, I love you. I'm thinking, what mum has to call her son and tell him that you have to pull over or you're gonna get shot? You know how crazy that is to even tell
I
your
hear
sons.
that. 100%.
Because my mum knows it's a reality of what could happen. Even to the extent, bro, do you know how much times little boys have come up to me and said, "Right, you look like someone." Brother, I look like no one. I'm an old man. Anything I've done was 20 years ago. You're not in my league. I don't look like no one, bro. Like, unless I'm rare talks that you've seen on the internet, you can't say, "Oh, you look like one of my ops." I'm not your
And
op,
the
bro. I'm an
stereotype as
old
well.
man. I don't have ops.
And I hear that
Yeah?
100%.
So how is that? Wait, how is it safe that if I'm in another country, I could be in Saudi Arabia, no one comes up to me and says, "You look like one. You look like someone." They don't say that to me, bro. They don't care about me, bro. So when you're saying the safest place for black people, bro, you lost your damn mind.
No,
bro.
I said one of the safest places
Half
for
of
black
our
people
missing
in
kids don't get
England.
televised. Everything
You
is
said
word of
London.
mouth. We see people posting around on
London,
social
It's
media.
London is
crazy
one of
out
the
there, bro.
safest. London is one
20
of the
years
best
ago, when
places.
I was
Sorry, I
younger,
didn't
yeah,
even say safe.
I don't know
Sorry,
if you don't know about these
it's a
people.
word
There was a
usage.
gang called the NFs. I don't even know if you lot know who the NFs
Yeah.
and skinheads were. And maybe me, I'm a little bit older than you lot. Yeah, it was dangerous for us to go to certain areas. I nearly got killed by going to Pollard's Hill, bro. There was areas you couldn't go to, bro. South Bermondsey, Pollard's Hill. They were no-go areas for black people, bro. So as much as you lot are sitting there thinking, "Oh, London's all safe, this and that," bro,
I never.
I have
No,
nearly been
sorry.
unalived by just
I
being a
corrected
black
myself.
youth in a
I said
rural
best.
area.
That was the word I used. Best.
Less land.
Come on,
Less
man.
land.
You lot are just talking now, man. Talk for the sake of it, man.
No, because like, listen to this here. You guys are naming racist incidents in London. That's why it's not one of the best places in for black people in England. Now tell me, what do you think happens outside of London, where it's not big to be black? That's where the most racism happens. Like you mentioned
so if
earlier,
it's happening in
Middlesbrough,
the area,
This is the
Yorkshire.
whole point we're making, isn't it? As a
are,
collective, we're trying to highlight that
how
there
can
seems
that
to
be
be
any
a big
better?
issue that no one wants to discuss or kind of
I don't think that's the big
resolve.
issue. I think there's
But
bigger
it's
issues.
a major issue. Racism is a major issue outside of London.
Exactly, this is the whole point we're trying to make.
How is racism a major issue outside of London if we're talking about a situation where
He
unarmed
wasn't
black man
unalive
has
because
been
he was. He
unalived
wasn't
again.
unalive because he was black. I don't think. I
No,
personally don't
but
think.
you're not listening. I didn't say
I
he
think
was.
he
I
was
didn't
unalive.
listen. I didn't say he was unalive because he was black. I said there's another unarmed black man that has been alive. I didn't say he died because he was black. I said it's just another situation. Listen, I just said it
Where
was
another
another
black person.
situation
Yeah.
where
So
a
we
black
just
man has been unalived, unarmed.
unfortunately, he again. I'm just going to reiterate my saying and saying he was someone who was involved in the lifestyle, and at that particular moment, he made the wrong decision.
Wait, one
If
second,
he
one second, one
surrounded
second. Hey, Louise, mute yourself quickly, innit? Mute yourself. You're echoing, G.
Me?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's echoing.
yeah, you're good now.
I got to mute myself.
You're good now.
Well, it's all right now, but do you
Wait,
want
why is everyone arguing about the same old shit?
What?
Okay. You're surrounded by.
Right, do you want to
There's
bring
many
some?
white people in the gang there is just coloured people now, isn't there?
If you're surrounded by, again, I'm going to choose my
If you want to
comment.
bring something positive to the
he
conversation,
was
then by
gangster,
all
wasn't he?
means go ahead. But if you're just going to come here and start targeting
What's he
everyone,
saying? What's he
Oh
saying?
no,
go
I promise,
back.
I promise, not like that. No, I promise, not like that.
Right,
Not
okay.
being rude. All I'm trying to say is he was rolling in that circle. So you expect that repercussion. If it ain't the old Bill, it'd be the next game. Is that not true or not?
Yeah, but what we're saying is he
We
didn't
didn't
deserve to
dispute
die.
that.
What we're
But
saying.
Lewis, you see what you just said, yeah?
Yeah, go on, bro.
Lewis, what you said
man.
is a fact. But let me just put this out there to you. Even if we say that the other gang would have done him, yeah? Well, let them do him. It's not the police's job to go around
what I'm trying to say
assassinating
is-
people. Let's pull it out there. It's not their job.
Well, I mean, to be fair, man, man's roll around and all they want is, isn't it? Everyone wants, like, the stater.
Yeah, but
I'm not saying he's
but
wrong
it's
or
not.
right. All I'm saying is he rolled in that circle, like, so...
You know, you're trying to look for an answer, but you don't know the answer to the question that Red just said.
Lewis, what they Lewis,
Go on,
Lewis,
again and I'll listen.
no, but Lewis, you know what they're trying to do to you, bro? They're trying to turn you against man.
Yeah,
I'm not your enemy. We're not enemies, bro. Whether you was with the lad sniffing,
course
yeah,
not. We're all
and at
good
a game
people.
being a flipping hooligan, it's none of my business, mate. Yeah? If you beat up flipping Spurs fans because you're an Arsenal fan, mate, it's not my business, mate. Yeah? I'm not going to tell the feds, go shoot Lewis because Lewis is driving the car that was involved in some hooligan behaviour yesterday. Look, it's not my business. Lewis, they don't deserve to kill ya, yeah? Just because you're rolling with the flu lads from the Spurs team.
No, of course they don't.
I unalive next time, though.
But man, it was very stupid, innit, man? He was all blocked in. There was no need for that thing. But didn't he get done for shooting someone a couple of weeks beforehand or something?
No, never. He never.
He didn't.
Didn't he shoot someone up or something?
They said that he did, but there was no. There's no. We haven't seen any conclusive evidence. Just a video of a man in a mask.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we can
shit,
prove
man.
that. Then it's crazy.
I mean, everyone's just like fucking fighting back between each other, but it's just all gang related, isn't it? It's, like, it's all like someone else's territory, isn't it? Is that not, or am I just being different?
Nope.
Hey, Lewis, they're trying to brainwash you, bro.
They've got
They're
it,
trying
man.
Lewis, I don't know what the media said to you or what you've seen online. Lewis, they're lying to you, mate.
To be fair, I don't know what to lose, bro.
I read they got
They're
like
lying to
90% of him, but he's got the 10% just firing it off. That's exactly
So
what it is.
to ask the question, did he not shoot someone in the club? Or not? I saw the video or the Sky video when he went
Okay,
in.
all right. G-Man, I'm going to ask you a question. Did you see him shoot someone?
I saw the video of him going into the club.
No,
I saw the
no. Did you see his face? So you saw his face?
He was wearing the same tracksuit, so one could
He
assume
wasn't wearing the same tracksuit.
I think he was wearing the same tracksuit.
it was the same tracksuit of him
No,
going
it
into the
wasn't.
club.
No, it wasn't.
One I saw, yeah, it was.
The
Well,
person
Hey,
had
G-Man,
his
you're lying now. You're lying.
Listen,
You're lying. Come on, man.
The person had his
Why are you lying on the
on.
dead, man? But just say I don't know. Don't lie on the dead,
The
bro.
person that went inside the club.
Nah,
Listen,
man,
the
that's
person
lies,
that went
man. You're
inside
not
He
the
was
club.
inside the club and he
No
shot
one's
and
seen what
everyone
you said.
scattered.
Where? Show me a picture. Show me a picture
right now.
Hold on, I'll get the video.
Yeah, get the video.
No, don't let him play the video. You can't put it on
It's
TikTok.
just like, I mean, it's each to their own. I mean, it's how you roll. Do you know what I mean?
I read, don't
It's
let him
like,
play the video because it was used on TikTok.
But even let me just put this out there to everyone, yeah. Even if we say he did shoot 10 people in the club, 5 people, whatever, does that mean that it's all right for the police to shoot him in the head? Because if we're basing on that, if we're living on that standard, then the woman that just got found guilty, the woman that
One second. The
He
woman.
shoots 5 people.
One second. The woman that basically killed her parents and had them in the room.
Yeah.
She should have got a headshot then. Really, innit? If we're talking on morals and logic, then I would say the person who killed their parents deserves the headshot more than the man that's killing his ops. If we're
And he
doing
didn't even, but he didn't kill his ops,
That
though. He
doesn't
didn't.
make
He
any
didn't
sense,
come.
bro.
He didn't
I
confess to
don't think
killing
that
anyone.
analogy makes sense, my friend. I'll tell you why. Firstly,
Where's the video, G-Man?
his car was marked. That's one of the
It's not
objectives.
his car. It's not his
Where's
car.
his car, though, was it?
The car he was driving.
But you just said his car, though. So
Okay. The car he was driving was marked, right? Yes. Is that an objective fact? Yes or no?
yep.
Yeah. Okay.
According to the
2,
police,
they chased him and they stopped him and they flashed the blue light. Is that an objective fact? Yes or no?
Wait, say that one more time.
They stopped him.
G-Man, you don't even ask
they
yes or no
stopped him.
questions. You can't
They
be
stopped
giving
him.
yes or no
You
questions.
don't
You
even
don't
answer,
answer
mate. What you on about?
You're not a yes or no guy.
They stopped him.
We're not going
and
to give
they
you
put
the
blue lights
benefit of the
on.
doubt
That
right
was
now,
an
yeah?
objective fact. Yes or no? That was an objective fact.
No.
They put the blue lights
G-Man,
on.
you don't
Thirdly-
answer yes or no
G-Man,
questions.
where's
You
the
go around the
video you
corner,
went
so
to
we're not
get?
going to answer yes or no questions for you. Listen,
Thirdly-
no one's sitting there listening to everything you got to say like that, mate, yeah? We've all come to the conclusion, yeah, that it was incorrect what happened, yeah? If you think that a black man should have been killed for driving a car and trying to escape, then you're part of the issue. You're part of the problem.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
He disagreed with it.
Firstly, I'm
He
saying,
disagreed with it.
Firstly, I want to take race out of it. I don't think it's got anything to do with his race. That's the first thing.
100.
Secondly, I said.
Wait. Stop.
I'm saying he
Show
was
me a
unalive.
video. Show me a video
he
or a
was
case
unalive.
of a white. No. Wait 1 second, G-Man. If race is not the factor to this, then show me a video or an incident in South London of a white man being unalived by the police.
Charles de Menendez was unalive running down Stockwell Station. They shot him up.
But Charles Menendez was Brazilian.
Yeah, so
some people will not say he's white. Not all Brazilians are white.
Yeah, he's not white, mate. He's not a Londoner.
Yeah, well, he's still brown skin.
He's not white.
out.
He's not white.
Well,
give me another case, G-Man.
You don't know.
There is a story. I think there's someone.
Then show it then.
I'll Google it.
Then
One
you was gonna
second.
show the video and you couldn't show the video. Then show it then.
Where's the video? He's going to get it again.
Like Kaba, I was waiting for that video for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, me. I'm still waiting.
See, you know what we have in our communities, yeah, and it's very scary. Is that we have a lot of people
Denial.
I call them. They're called dangerous bystanders. So they'll watch me die and be like, "Oof, well, it's nothing to do with me. I'm a law-abiding citizen. This doesn't have nothing to do with me. Well, it had nothing to do with me. I wasn't a criminal. I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't have nothing to do with that."
Like, guys like him are scary, you know.
And they're the type of guys that they take their phones out when we're dying and film us instead of actually trying to put their hand over the wound that I've been stabbed in. That's the type of guy that G-Man is. Then you'll say, "I saw a young black man die today and it's so sad and it hurts my heart." But bro, help me. That's the type of man G-Man is. And I'm not even trying to disrespect him in that way, but I'm saying for him to even have any thought that there's a justification in any way possible of shooting a man that's unarmed in the forehead is diabolical to me.
But there's not one question.
I said it's of his own. He is to fault. You're not listening to my words. This is what I never said the shooting was justified. What I said was it was an unfortunate set of circumstances, and he is responsible. Yeah, it was unfortunate.
If I shoot you in the head, it's unfortunate.
It was unfortunate that he didn't get out the car and put his hands up.
I'm saying to you, if I shoot you in the head, is it unfortunate because you never put your hands up?
You made a comment earlier.
Did you hear what Stan? Was you here earlier when Stan was talking, G-Man? Was you here earlier when Stan was talking?
Right? You made a comment earlier, and
was you here when Stan was talking?
You made a comment earlier, and you said.
Was you here earlier when Stan was talking? Yes or no?
No, he weren't here.
And you said that when you got stopped by police,
was you here when Stan was talking? Yes or no?
I don't think I was here.
Okay, Stan said you can see hundreds of videos of police chases and they do not get shot in the head. So what was the difference in this case?
He drove the car at the police officer.
I'm saying to you, there's many
This
cases.
situation
If you go
hasn't been
online,
played
there's
out
many
for like
videos
most of the
Watch the
time.
video.
of
He
that
didn't
happening.
G-Man,
drive
you need to
into
do
the
some
police
research
officer.
about this because this is a very serious subject, mate. Trust
This
me.
isn't a
He
regular
made the wrong choice,
situation.
and that's what we can't deny. At the end of the day, if he got out the car, he would still be here to tell the
G-Man,
tale.
you
Maybe
need
not.
People
to
have
do
been
Didn't
some
give him a
unalived.
research.
chance.
If you
Wait, one
think,
second.
They
One second.
didn't give him a chance.
No.
People have been
got out
unalived,
the,
but they even complied. So how does
yeah,
that make
people been.
sense?
Thank
he
you.
would,
They
if
didn't
he
give
This
him
is
a
what
complied,
we
he would
have
have
chance,
been
been
saying
man.
from
arrested
the
for
But
life.
beginning.
people have been
People have been
unalived, but they
unalive
complied.
You guys
while
will not play
complying.
in any country with the police. Like Chris Kaba, if he was in America, he would not do what he did.
Oh, so
If
now
he
you want
was,
to go down
if he
that
was in
route, but
Right,
Africa,
so
let me
he's
Sonia
tell
saying
you,
people have
Massey,
been
It's on
unalived,
his
excuse
but they
me,
mind
complied.
Sonia
based on where he
Massey,
lives.
he
where
will
the
not
cops
even,
turned up outside her house, yeah, said that she was threatening water when she didn't, and they shot her straight in the head. Was that okay, or did she need to put her hands
What are
up,
you talking
or
about
what
here?
did she need to do? Because
You
I'm
know what
confused.
she's talking about.
Yeah, you
What
know
are you talking
exactly what I'm
about
talking
here?
about.
You
Sonia
know
Massey
exactly
was all over the
you know
news, all
exactly
over
what's
Are you,
talking
TikTok.
are
about.
you actually trying to compare Sonia Massey and
I
Chris
am,
Kaba?
yes.
Don't be
I am,
The
ridiculous.
yes.
cases
You
aren't the
just
She's
need to
same.
saying
You
answer the
can't
it's the
question.
same
compare different
situation.
cases.
Don't be
You need to
ridiculous.
answer the question, G-Man.
You
You need
can't
to do some
compare different
research before you
cases.
rock up in a live.
Do not compare Sonia Massey and Chris
Yes,
Kaba.
we
These are
have.
completely
Thank you. We
two
have.
different. This
It's
is what I'm
race
saying.
related.
You
So you need
devil.
to kind of do some
This. How can we even
research
put?
about your
How
own
can we even
heritage,
put those
please.
two people in the
You
same
can't
sentence? Are
Thank
you
you.
listen.
crazy?
You can't compare two
You
different
cannot even
cases.
compare those two
You can't
cases. Are you
compare
Yes, you
taking the
can.
criminals.
piss?
Yes, you
If you can
can.
compare
Yes, you
citizens, you can
can.
compare
Does
Yes, you
anyone
criminals.
on the
can. Just
live
like
believe
George
that you can
Floyd.
compare
They
Sonia
are all
Massey and Chris Kaba?
involving
Are you taking the
police
piss? Are you taking the
brutality.
piss?
We both got
Are you
Police
shot.
taking the piss?
We both
brutality.
got killed
Get
in
a
the
Nah.
head,
grip,
though.
G-Man, yeah? Come on,
No.
look outside those
It's
Please.
different.
rose
No.
tinted
This is why
Do
glasses
not
to
try
see
and
what's
compare.
going
context
on, mate,
matters. There's
yeah?
He still
different
got
things
killed in
what
the head,
happened in
though.
You're
different
you're
cases.
ridiculous, mate. You're just
He
talking
still
for the
got
sake
killed
of
in the
talking.
head.
There's nothing in that head of yours. I'm
The,
sorry for
the
you to
result
Are you
actually
came
sure
from
about
sit
that, love?
different
here and
things.
Are you
But
compare.
he
sure?
still got
You still
killed in the
trying to
head, right?
compare
You know what's in
Yes,
my
Chris
head,
but they
dear?
came
Kava's
from
case
different things,
and
right?
Okay.
Sonia
What
Massey's
scares
case.
me?
Don't do
What
the
scares
same
me? Just
actions.
just to,
That's
just to bring
silly.
some
That
order
is
to the court.
silly.
Yeah.
That is so
What
silly.
scares me about this situation is that any of us black men here are at risk, and I just like to let you lot know that. Don't think that you're safe, brother. Because you know what? I thought I was safe until a few months ago. They pulled me and they was moving mad, and I was like, bro, what are you doing? I'm like, what do you want? I'll give it to you. Why are you jumping out and doing the most and screaming and shouting, stop, turn off the engine now, turn it on, brother?
I know
I
there's a
will
chance I won't be
calmly,
safe.
I will calmly give you my car keys and step out and talk to you. We can have a conversation. There's no need for all this microaggression. I have done nothing. If you say that I was driving 50 miles per hour on a small road, cool, no problem. Let's have a conversation. Give me a ticket. You have to jump out and move like you're gonna kill me, bro. And grab me up and try and talk about, I'm gonna take a car from you. You watch. I'm like, brother, I haven't even. And you know, at this time, the whole thing going on with the youth that killed someone up in it was Liverpool. Liverpool happened. So I was thinking, brother, that wasn't even in my head. Imagine I'm not even one of them people, racism even comes to my head. I'm just thinking, you lot are crazy. Like, what are you lot on? Like, I'm a
What,
legit.
with the
You
kids?
could check my plates, check my name. I'm clean, bro. Everything's clean. I've been clean for
100%.
years. You can't catch me for nothing. So in my mind, I'm thinking, raw. Is this what's really going on in the streets? If I was a little young boy involved in something, then I could understand. But I'm not involved in nothing. So that made me start to get back a reality check and say, oh, raw, this is where we're living. So if they did pull me over, I could be at risk of getting my head shot. If I try to, if I think I'm, leave me alone, man. I try to drive off, I'm getting head shot.
Could I just quickly say something, host? They took him out too easy. It was just too. They could have dragged him out. They enough times you see them. They smashed the side windows. They dragged the person out.
Yeah.
There was enough of them. You know, I've seen it. I've seen it happen in the front of my eyes to other people. You know, when they stopped the car, the car was surrounded. They could have just smashed the side windows and dragged him out.
I just want to end on this. I want to say this last piece, and I'm gonna leave. Firstly, Sonia Massey's case. She was a woman in her house who called the police, and she called them for an incident accident for her to be helped. And they
She called them
unalived
because
her.
there was people
Wait,
outside of her
can I
house.
finish? Can I
First of
finish?
all, she
Can
could
I
hear
finish?
people outside of her house.
Can I
And
finish?
guess what? It was the police.
Finish.
Knock,
Can I
knock,
finish?
knock. And
Can I
then before
finish?
she had even hanged up the phone to the
Can I
police,
finish? I was
the call
talking.
handler, the police were
I was
already outside her
talking.
house. So you need to get the facts right first.
I was
Please do your
talking.
research because this is really
I
a
was
serious
talking.
topic And I don't really appreciate you just coming in with harring about silly opinions which really have no bearing on anything.
Okay,
So
thank you very much. You finished?
thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so now let me finish. Thank you very much.
That's right.
So she was on a live, unlawfully, unjustly. She had no weapons. She wasn't a known criminal. She called them. It was a completely different scenario.
Okay, so because you weren't a criminal, it's okay.
Let him speak.
Where we're trying to make a comparison with that situation, and now we want to talk about someone who's driving a marked car and try to ram the police. And we're actually trying to put these two cases in the same boat. Please.
Yes, we are.
Do not even...
Is that all you want, G-Man? Is that all you wanted to say? Is that all you wanted to say? Is that all you wanted to say? Because I thought you was going to come up with something good.
Understand English.
I thought he was going to come up with a good point. But there's no evidence of him ramming the police. There's evidence of him trying to get away.
Yeah, I think most people would agree that these two cases are completely two different cases.
You said that he was trying to ram the police.
Sonia Massey was unarmed and got unalive in the head. So how is it not the same?
Exactly the same case.
Again, you're comparing the
police. Sonia Massey was unalive and was unarmed and still got unalive from the head. So how is it not related to what I'm saying?
These cases are comparable. You want to put her and Chris Kaba in the same boat?
So answer this question. Was Chris Kaba unarmed?
He was behind the vehicle, so
was he unarmed? Yes or no?
He was using the vehicle as a weapon.
You're such an idiot. I'm saying, was he unarmed? Yes or no?
He was using the vehicle as a weapon.
Was he unarmed?
I live in legend. Remember I said he can't answer yes or no.
He doesn't understand English, bro.
He can't understand.
He was
telling us to say yes or no, but he can't answer yes or no.
He doesn't understand English. I'm saying Chris Kaba was unarmed.
It's like ridiculous.
Chris Kaba was unarmed.
It's like apples and oranges. It's ridiculous.
Chris Kaba was unarmed. Sonia Massey was unarmed. Chris Kaba got unalive from the head. Sonia Massey got unalive from the head.
Sonia Massey and Chris Kaba. If you put Chris Kaba and Sonia Massey in the same,
and it's the same thing. So how is it not the same thing?
No, so when you use your car as a battering ram, that's when you be classed as armed.
How is it not the same?
No, it's not.
You don't understand English.
A car is a weapon, you know.
I don't understand the law or English.
A car is a weapon.
Bro, do you know how much times police... Have you seen high-speed police chases?
Westminster Bridge.
You don't need to go back to nursery, you know, I'll be wrong.
Wasn't that used as a weapon then? Do you remember that?
Yeah, but
so now you're comparing
something
that doesn't have an incident.
Exactly. So that you can't say a car is not used as a weapon. That's what I'm saying.
You need to get a drink of water. I'll be wrong. You sound like you're having a high blood pressure around there.
Who's that?
Narendra and easy talk. You know what I mean? Just get a little water.
That one was
regardless if you deserved to or didn't deserve to, a car is classed as a weapon.
Like when you use it in a hostile manner, emotion.
It's classed as a
weapon. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone, I need to go, yeah, but I'm saying to you, lot, we need to start thinking outside of the box and not do this weird stuff where we're looking at our own people getting killed and saying, yeah, well, he kind of deserved it, because this is where the problem actually lies in our community.
That's where the problem is.
We look at each other as less. We look at each other as less. Like, my life don't mean anything to you lot. If I heard Living Legend, any of you lot got unalived there for the reason that the police are in the wrong, because police are meant to serve and protect, not serve and kill. They're not meant to kill us, bro. They're meant to serve and protect. When the serve and protect comes shooting people in the head that are unarmed, just because they're driving and trying to invade the law.
You know, Israel, he was taken out, man. He was taken out by the police. I bet you someone is on the take. One of those officers is on the take, man. But I've been in those situations, you know.
You know, you know how deep it was, yeah? I actually think, and this is going to sound, you lot can even think that I've gone a little too far, yeah? But I even think, yeah, that the feds said, boy, like, man, just rub him out. Like, man, rub him out because he's causing a lot of mayhem in the ends. Man needs to rub him out, innit? And someone from the other side said, yo, here's 20 grand to the feds, go rub him out. And that day they was looking to rub something out. And they caught him and they rubbed him. That's what I think personally. You lot can think whatever you like.
100%.
But the way that happened, I remember when I got the news that he died, yeah, because I was in the ends and I just left the ends. I was like, what, man, I got burst. Like, what? At the time it happened, it was mad. I can't even explain it.
But you know all these people in the comments that are saying, oh yeah, but he could have killed someone or he could have harmed someone. But
yeah, but do you see what is caveat? It's just lack of education, isn't it?
Exactly. So I would rather him have done that to then justify the next action, yeah? But because he hadn't done that, what fucking leg have they got to stand on saying all these comments now? Do you know what I'm saying?
Just lack of education.
My man hadn't done shit. He was just sat in his fucking car trying to get out, and he got shot in the head. That's.
But you see what is last thing I want to.
Look at the geezer
say,
with the sword in East London.
Living Legend speak.
No one took him out.
Living Legend. Let Living Legend finish. Go on, finish, my bro.
Yeah, but last thing I want to say is just, yeah, man, everyone just got to just start waking up to the reality. What's going on? Obviously, what's understood ain't got to be explained. But like I said, do you lot believe? And you lot got to just ask yourself this question within yourself: do you believe it's right for armed police to approach a vehicle that's not registered to you? Well, that don't really hold any weight. But do you believe armed police? I mean, armed police can approach you in a vehicle, you take a pursuit, it doesn't get anywhere, and you should be unalive for that reason. Just ask yourself that question, innit?
Obviously not. No.
And it just evolves around this whole situation. So you're already fooling yourself, innit?
Facts. All right, people, I'm out. Love. Take care.
Love.
Nice.